Okay. Think we're I think we're good. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay. Let's go. Story mode. Arthur Morgan's Tale. We finished this not today, but we're gonna do it. Pour me some water. I know. What the heck was I doing the last time I played? This was Thursday because of internet problems. Oh, that brat's on, yeah. I was growing out my beard. That's what I was doing. Oh, yeah. Doing the John Marston quests. Oh, yeah. We got so much to uncover. So much to unpack. My Deadeye ability has improved. Manually tag targets with the Q. Q. My button sense is a little weird now because I've been playing not Red Dead, GTA Online. Oh god. I would have punched my horse if I did things normal. Oh. Any suspicious flowers? Not suspicious, but like things that are pickable. You. Alright, here we go. What are you? Examination time. I think these are raspberries. Yeah. Overwrite it. Yarrow. I think there was another thing I needed to do for the herbalist quest in this one. Progress. Challenges. Explorer. What's this one? Oh, I gotta find a treasure now. I guess we could try and do that in a little bit. Herbalist. 6 of 6 arrow. Pick and eat 4 species of berry. Okay. Got a raspberry. Yum. Delicious. Nutritious. That's all I have. Oh, jewelry bag. I gotta go to a fence or something. What else we gotta do? Not help. Progress. Gambler man was for blackjack. Break every breed of... Wait, what? Does it break every breed of horse? Hunt animals from horseback. Oh, okay. So we gotta hunt... Kill rabbits from horseback. Easy pickings. Master hunter. Skin 3 deer. Perfect quality rabbit pelts. Go fuck yourself. Sharpshooter. Kill 2 different species of animal in the same Deadeye use. Okay, that's probably going to be easier to do. Weapons expert. Kill 3 enemies with a knife. Alright, kill 1 dude with a knife. Easy. Holy butts. There's a lot to uncover here. Let's just go with this. Let's go, Arthur.
What are you doing?
Getting me some carrots for my horse. What do you think I'm doing, idiot? Also, Valheim comes out soon with their update. I'm excited for that. Snowman has their new update out. Frontiers. So basically, whenever that one's ready to go, like whenever I'm kind of done with this one, I'll pop over to No Man's for a bit.
What's your problem?
Gotta go into the auction yard, eh? Alright, let's drop you down here. Alright, there, Hefe.
Somebody help me out.
What?
I was in the army.
Why can't I walk straight? There we go. Army man? Where'd you go, Army man?
What's going on? Partner?
You were nice to this guy.
Hey, buddy. Hey,
Do, 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 do,
Mr.
do,
Arthur.
do. Mr.
Why are
Arthur.
you always so mad? You're crazy. All that shooting. And they said I was crazy. I'm not crazy. Not like you. You beat up the big fella. He once beat me up.
Mm-hmm.
I asked for it.
Why would you do that?
You think you're real crazy, mister?
I'm talking to you, so I must be crazy.
I fought in a war, mister. I did. Sent me strange seeing all them fellas die.
Yeah, well, I've
Which
put a
war was
bunch.
that exactly?
A bad
Oh.
one, Mr. Arthur. Oh, a real bad.
There's good wars?
I saw terrible things.
What's this guy's name? I
I
forget.
ain't been the same since. I get funny. I'll go now. Don't act crazy now.
Okay, that was a weird interaction. Definitely want to find out where this treasure map I have goes to. Wait a minute, let me just check something real quick. Testing. Oh yeah, it does work. So no Windows has a fucking update today. Could've just been sitting here talking to nobody. Where you at, John?
So, feeling better? How's the scar?
I heal pretty fast.
Lucky you. So you just lazing about, or you got any leads?
I got something.
Something, eh?
See them?
Sure. Well, you see yourself as a shepherd now?
Maybe. Come on.
Well, where exactly are we going?
Collect something. Help us get some sheep.
You know, that attempt to seem all enigmatic and interesting, that might work for Dutch, but for you, it just makes you look stupid.
Oh boy.
Come along. You'll see. That train job was a start, but we need more money. Until we can get back to Blackwater and collect.
I'm here to tell you, we try to collect that money anytime soon, it'll come with a noose.
Yeah.
I was worried you'd say that. Dutch says that we...
Dutch says a lot. That's his gift. Saying things.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean by that?
I was the prize pony once. Now I'm the workhorse. Listen, Dutch is...
Well,
well, you was at that thing in Blackwater. We already seen Pinkertons here. New century's coming. This life, this way, well, we're the last, I reckon. And we ain't long for it.
oh.
Then that's the way it goes, I guess.
For me, yes.
All right.
So where are we going?
Just need to pick up something.
The enigmatic stuff needs to stop, buddy. You need to just oh, this is the mission. If I get beyond here,
Post over there.
if I get beyond here, this is the farthest I've ever gotten in this game.
I already don't like how this is going.
I don't like it either, Arthur.
Wind is gonna blow me head over heels.
Nobody cares about your weather opinions.
There you go. Yeah, this seems familiar. This seems mighty familiar.
Gun store.
Yep. Can you, head in, pick up a sniper rifle? I'll explain later.
Don't you wear yourself out now.
Oh, well, hello
Mr.
again. How
Gunsmith.
can I help you today?
Let me check out your
Looking for a
catalog,
rifle?
sir. I would
Something
like to
with a
browse your
sight on it.
wares.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Rifles.
You want to see what we got? It's all in the catalog here.
Oh, the rolling block. I think I would like to make some upgrades to it. Seeing how I have the monies. Scope. Oh, show. Stock. Does this really do anything? Hey, Natsuki. How you doing? And the wraps. No, we leave the well, this is Arthur. Arthur is a fanciful man. Arthur is not Billy. There we go. I own it now. How was your weekend, Natsumi? I don't think that's your horse, John.
Sure.
Let's go.
Quit bumming around.
Wait a minute.
Saving my strength for the ladies, all right?
Okay, boy.
Second date? Oh. That means...
Yeah.
Oh.
Why couldn't you have
Okay.
Done what?
bought that gun?
Well, good for you,
I had a
Natsumi. I'm
run-in
sorry
with
to
that
hear
fella
about the other...
On the best of
Because
terms.
that usually means something else had to...
I've had a run-in
A
with
door
half
had to
that
close.
town.
Calm
Sorry to
down.
hear that.
It's done now.
But
ain't
also,
it?
Why are you being so
not
cagey
sorry
about
because it
all
seems like you're
this?
happy.
Always playing some goddamn game.
Me? I ain't the one taking Jack
No,
off fishing
you know what
trips.
I'm trying to say.
No,
That you
you
and
ain't.
your
If you say the
your
boy ain't
former
yours, what's the
person are no
difference?
longer a thing,
You
is what I'm trying to
probably
say.
only run off again.
Why are
Unless
you
you're
so
saying,
interested in my
I don't know
life?
what you're saying anymore. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's been a long day.
Just do one thing or
Hey,
another.
coolness.
Not be two people at once. That's all I'm saying.
It ain't that
Yeah,
simple. You know that as well as anyone.
Natsumi.
Same
Yeah.
as with you and that girl.
See, I didn't know
What was
that.
her name? Mary?
That was different.
No, it ain't. Just the same.
Anyway, for the love of God,
I didn't know
you tell
that.
me what you got me doing here before I turn around and hit the breeze.
There's a herd of sheep coming down to auction from Emerald Ranch. Folk in town were saying the owner's trying to stamp out every farm from here to Ansburg.
No, I understand how
I
that
know
works.
that place.
But I'm glad you're back out there and you're finding the happiness. Come on, Marston, take me where we got to go. Oh yeah, I could just do this. Cinematic camera. Riding.
Let's head up to the ridge up there.
Get a proper view. I forgot about that. Like, cinematic views in this game is awesome. But I'm glad you're doing well, Nat. Let's go, Mr. Marston.
So I'm
You're thinking.
that the herd will make it to auction all right, but a couple of
Great.
new ranch hands will be collecting on the sale. Doubt the town will care to notice too much.
Why we need this rifle you couldn't buy yourself?
Reckon we shouldn't get too close.
But how you been,
Just
Mr.
until we know what
Coolness?
we're dealing with. Let's see what we can see from up here.
What can we see up here? All right. Why couldn't we just use binoculars? Oh, I'm gonna have to murder those guys on horseback, aren't I?
Okay, I think that's them over there.
So what now?
Put a shot in near them. I reckon they'll hightail it. They're only ranch hands. Just watch the sheep.
Like one of them don't.
That ought to do it. All right, let's go round them up.
Okay.
Come on.
Mount your horse
Let's go get the strays.
and catch. Now I'm a sheep herder, man.
No, you?
Day here or there, but not much.
There we go.
Those cowboys I know were Dumb as trees. How hard could it be?
I guess we'll soon find out. Let's get these things. Bring them back to the yards.
They're pretty scattered. Let's get them all rounded up.
All right. Round up.
So,
I gotta get the yellow ones. Okay.
yeah.
All right, I think we got them all. Let's head to
Okay.
town.
You know what? Marston, why don't you leave the sheep to me? You ride Shank, keep watch for any trouble.
I brought you in on this.
It'll be quicker this way. Trust me. This ain't the right time for you to be learning how to herd.
All right, whatever you say. I'm done arguing.
Mm-hmm. Study the sheep. Now I've added to my compendium.
Route
One
back
less
to
in the track later.
Valentine is right around that mountain.
Okay. Like I said, I'll handle this. Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
That's it. Whoa!
Easy breezy. Pro sheep man. Arthur Morgan.
Yeah.
Did I run over something? Did one of them die? Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
All y'all better be going the right way. There you go. There you go. But how was everyone's weekend? I saw Natsumi went on a second date, which is fantastic. Hopefully, if you're in the States, he had a nice day off today. Hopefully, had a nice day off.
Yep.
There we go. Is it really that easy to just herd sheep?
Those are up, boys.
There you go.
I better not have lost a sheep for no reason.
Fine sheep.
They're okay.
Well, you seen better around here?
I've seen ones with less ambiguity about their provenance.
A lot less.
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, you give me 25% kickback, and I won't say nothing to nobody.
Everything all right here?
Excuse me?
Sure, I'll excuse you for 25%.
Do you want me to put another hole in your head?
Buck swing for rustling livestock. 25%.
15.
20.
18.
Done. Calm yourself, friend. Just think of it as I'm buying your sins.
You're
Oh, boy.
lying, but we're paying.
Go on now.
Come back after the auction. You'll get your money.
Okay.
Dutch is waiting for us at the saloon.
He is?
This is where, yeah, this is where I haven't gotten beyond. First, clean you up, buddy. Mr. Hefe.
You shook on 18, I believe.
18%.
I thought
Thought
we
we
was
was
doing the robbing here.
Still good money.
We just wasted 2 bullets. That's not bad at all, to be honest.
Thanks for all the help with this. Can't herd, can't swim.
Give it a rest, will ya? We ain't kids no more.
No, never really was.
What is that paper there?
Easy.
Oh, this saloon. The knockoff saloon.
Hard.
Watch it. Can't you control that damn horse?
Marston, you better hitch. I'm gonna go to that guy there who seems to be selling a map of some sort.
Come on, sunshine. I'll buy you a whiskey.
In a minute, John. I'm gonna go see a man about some papers. Possibly. Never mind. I must finish this mission first. All right.
Are you coming then?
Fine, I'm coming. I legitimately think this is the mission.
Absolute. Just shades of gray.
After you, sir.
Compromises. Well, I have never been a man for compromising. I fear at my age I am too old to...
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Where have you been?
Working. Marston's thing.
Good. And?
We're just waiting to get some pay on a few sheep.
Leopold, my good friend, as long as you're here,
Mr.
why don't
Strauss?
you and John go make sure there ain't no funny business?
Of course. Gentlemen.
Drink?
Sure.
Nothing like talking to old Strauss to make you want to blow your own brains out. I should have left him where I found him all those years ago. Bookish little Austrian, fresh off the boat, his eyes out on stalks.
Well, I guess the Dutch Vanderlyn Finishing School has some strange graduates.
That it does. To your good health.
Thank you.
Oh man, there's so much foreshadowing in here. It's not even funny.
What the hell?
This is the mission. This is the mission.
You don't know me, but you keep robbing me. My name is Leviticus Cornwall. I am not a man to be messed with by the likes of you. Get out here before I
Yep.
have these men
This is
killed.
the mission. All right, I gotta paint with Q.
What do you think?
Get out here,
Well,
you depraved piece of trash.
You start spinning the yarn, and when I think the moment's right, I'll make a
I
move.
got where I am by letting
Why
scum
not?
like you rob from me. Vanderlyn, you're done.
Yep.
Now get out here now! Deal with this nonsense.
Please, gentlemen, this is a terrible mistake.
The tension.
This is a case of mistaken identity. What is worse than admonishing a
Yeah.
man for the sins of another who wants to be the Messiah? Not me. Do I want to be this Dutch Vanderlyn, whomever he may be?
That's what it never did. I'm stuck. Are you telling me it's bugging again? Okay, there we go. Fucking years later? No.
Let's move on. Let's go. Come on.
Where are you going? That's right. At them.
We don't run, Mr. Strauss.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's coming from behind us?
Arthur, cover up. I will push away. Arthur, shoot someone.
I'm shooting you, fool.
You're gonna die. I tell you what. Get behind the wagon as we push, Arthur. You can use it as...
What are we doing?
Get down here. Oh, you want to come at me?
This is from Mr. Cornwall.
Hey, Leo.
I can't do this! At least you ain't pushing this thing!
Horses are over there. Grab Strauss and let's go. Arthur, we leave no man behind. Go get Strauss.
I gotta carry him. This is stupid. Oh, work was rough. I know the feeling. Granted, there was no work for me, but like today was a fucking shit show of a day. Hopefully your day is like you could breathe now though. Like you could leave your work behind you. You could enjoy relaxing.
Hurry up,
This is the
Arthur.
farthest I've
Let's
ever
get
gotten in
out
this
of here.
game though, by the way.
Make sure nobody's following us. We'll get back to camp.
Nice.
We're gonna gather the troops and get them to start packing up.
Sure. We can't stick around after this.
Let's go.
There we go.
I better get out of here.
Boom. Bitch. Right in the mouth. I'm gonna get on my horse now, if you don't mind. Fucking hit him, thank you. One hit and I'm fucked. Okay, there we go. Wow! That's not what you want to do in this situation, dude. On the horse. Okay, let's go.
Yep.
Eat a steak. I could fucking find it. There you go.
Whoa, whoa. Easy.
Whew, Valentine is off limits. That is a ridge. Valentine is the most off limits it has ever been for me right now. Yeah, but how are you doing other than the shitty work, Leo? Hold F1. What's the F1 supposed to say? How did I get bronze? Oh, that's son of a butt.
Yep.
Burp. Ups and downs. All right.
Easy. Whoa.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Yeah.
All right, we're going on this ship. No, I know. That's what I was asking, like, how you're doing, considering, you know, the stuff you were going through. But if you're doing okay now, man, that's all that matters. shit. I'm going through the cold. Something tells me I should have went the other way out of that town. I'm gonna have a hefty bounty on my hands. Wow. Oh, I thought I was gonna, like, shoulder tackle him. Too much activity in the area to track him. Okay. What is the legendary? Oh, you're probably the legendary, the Foxman. Okay. Well, I mean, that'll happen with everything. Like, you'll have a good day, you'll have a bad day, you'll have a good day, you'll have a bad day. Couple of good, couple of bad. Eventually, they'll just blend together and everything will be okay. I was gonna do GTA roleplay today because I was planning on going live at like 2 in the afternoon. My day just got away from me. So we're doing the usual here. That's weird. Give me 1 second. Go. Yeah, I've basically been paying attention because of all the stuff that's going on lately. These stupid fucking hate raids. And every so often I'll just peek my viewers in chat and I'll see one of the names in there. It's a bot account. So I just banned it preemptively. Legitimately, like, this is another like, I keep going back and forth with the way that I think things through, man. Like, Twitch, I have no loyalty to Twitch at all. The only thing that sucks about taking things off of Twitch, hey Zane, is the whole starting over thing again, you know what I mean? And I've done it like 4 or 5 times at this point. I should have it down to a fucking science. But I was talking to Bacon earlier, and he showed me something on his stream thing because he's in Canada and he has people that are streaming that sub to him. No, I know, Leo. I wasn't implying you were one of the people that would just disappear. But like, Bacon showed me something in his Twitch Dash, which was a little strange. It was like, you know, because you have people subbing to you in a different zone.
We keep heading east. Is that the plan?
For now.
And when do we stop? When we reach Paris?
Well, that'd be nice. Join the commune. We stop when we find someplace sensible, shake them that's following us, and lie low.
This is lying.
Just paying
low.
attention to this. I'll resume my
Turned
point in a
into
minute.
bunch of killers. I mean it. We ain't even got the delusion of being anything but a bunch of killers.
We are just trying to survive, Hosea. We don't have a choice. This'll end soon.
Damn right it will.
Constipated as usual.
Oh wow. What I was saying was I forgot what I was saying. Fuck. Anyway, I'm constantly going back and forth in my brain about to stay on Twitch or go to YouTube. Oh yeah, Bacon showed me something on his Twitch Dash where because he had subs who are in another country that get the reduced cost to a sub. So basically what $5 would be in their currency, like $5 to us is like nothing. That's why everyone's like, oh, it's just $5, you know. Some people can't afford that in other countries, $5 USD. So they adjust it so that it equals $5 relative to their currency, like of their cost of living. But at that same point, they're no longer throwing $5 USD at us. So Bacon had a thing in his stream, and it literally said this: in order to get the full payout, because you've got, like, say he had like 10 subs, so 10 subs is 25 USD, because Twitch takes half. So to get the full $25, you need to stream this much more. You need to stream at least this many hours, assuming it means because it will serve ads during his stream. So it's like, yeah, now you need to work more for the same pay, which is basically the Amazon warehouse philosophy. And I'm like, wow, this is getting fucking dumb. And it's really starting to, you know what I mean? So
We moving?
Yeah. Micah told me of a place we can lie.
this is all new to me now, this part of the mission.
Dewberry Creek, he said.
So there's that part.
Maybe you and Charles can go take a look, clear
There's
off
this
anyone
hate raid
you find
bullshit.
before the whole lot of us move in looking so conspicuous.
And how we gonna do that?
The fact that
don't
third
know.
parties are doing
Start
more than Twitch
dancing.
is.
Looks like I turned into the goddamn errand boy.
It's
You
not
have
even just the
turned
hate raid
into my
stuff. It's
son.
like,
You
since
worry
Mixer
because I
died,
worry. We are just
they
the
have
same.
no reason to try to
Charles,
improve
come
their
with me.
platform
We got work to do.
just for the better in general. And it shows. It shows a lot.
Let's go, boy.
So,
Easy.
yeah. Right to Dewberry Creek. Dewberry. Oh no. Once Mixer became a legitimate quote-unquote threat, and they poached Ninja, and they poached Shroud, Twitch started to pay attention, and they made improvements to their streams. Like, the low latency was actually better. Before Mixer was around, the minimum delay was like 15 seconds. Unless you were a partner, and then it was like 6. Now it's a little different, where everybody's like, you know, decent bit rates, decent latency. I can see myself leaving Twitch. It's just there needs to be another viable option. YouTube is the closest thing, but it's far from perfect.
They must know where we are by now.
The problem with YouTube is that it's set up for VODs. It doesn't have a streaming service. It's just they skimmed a couple of pages in their
Dutch wants us to
VOD
give it a look.
service to
Make sure it's
serve
clear.
streaming instead
Good
of
place to
building
lie
a
low
streaming
for a while.
platform
I've only known him a few
that they
months,
integrate.
but the way he talks, I never thought I'd see him wanting to head south.
Right.
If they were to do that,
I know
I'd be
by
there in a
now,
fucking heartbeat.
There ain't no lying low.
There's too many of us for that.
And
You didn't say anything. I was saying that you were showing the thing inside your dash about you need to stream more to make the same from your subs. Yeah. We're basically working in a digital warehouse now
You don't have to tell me.
with no pee
Where does
breaks.
it end?
Where does what end?
The moving, the running.
Dutch don't see it as running.
So like
Call
if
it what you
YouTube
want.
I don't know.
legitimately sat down,
Put enough time and distance between you and the problem.
yeah, affiliate is no
Eventually,
reason
it
to
went
stay with
away.
Twitch though, because the affiliate
This
program
is a
here is
big
legitimately bullshit.
But
It's
now,
fucking bullshit.
with these Pinkertons, better paid bounty hunters.
They give you the ability to
I ain't so
monetize your
sure.
stream in a couple of emote slots.
Maybe the price
That's
on
it.
our heads got
They
too
don't pay
big.
attention to your needs. They don't pay
They've
attention
certainly
to
got
what's
money
necessary for you to grow.
They've got Cornwall's money
It's
behind them for
fucking
one,
terrible here.
which guarantees even more
It's just
trouble.
that there's no other place to go. And they know it.
I think that must be it up
So they
ahead.
basically are
dried up
holding their
creek
affiliates
seems
hostage
very
long
open.
enough
Yeah,
that they get some kind of Stockholm syndrome. Like there's nothing wrong. Not that there's nothing wrong here, but it's like I won't leave here because I have it quote unquote good here.
Hey, I see something.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like there's definitely some things that they need to fix before I would even consider, you know, just dropping everything and doing it. But I think they're on their way. But they have an ultra low latency now. They have 3 latency configurations. One is normal, which is like the 15 to 20. Then they have a low latency, which is like, I think it's 6 seconds possibly. And then they had like an ultra low latency when I was doing a test the other day.
There's a camp just up ahead.
Sure.
So they've been doing some
Get ready
stuff.
for business. All right, Charles.
I just don't know if it's enough right now to be like, yeah, I'm gonna hop on over there.
Look, here it is.
No, it's legitimately I could have done it
Let's have a look
on
around and make sure.
what was that, Thursday when I tried it out. It's an option for someone with 146 or 147 subs. I have all the vegetables.
Maybe they heard us coming. Be careful.
And being careful.
Who was that? That's right, I didn't reload my fucking pistols. That's also the problem. You need to just pick one and go with it. Multi-streaming is never going to be the answer. Ever.
There ain't no one here now.
Pick one, and that's what you did. You picked Twitch, and you started focusing on it, and you saw some growth. Multi-streaming, I would never, ever recommend someone to multi-stream, ever. It works against you. Because say if you did multi-stream to both of them, right? And you took off on both of them. And then one of them said, all right, we're going to offer you a partner on Twitch. That comes with, like, even affiliate on Twitch. You're technically not supposed to multi-stream when you're an affiliate. It's in the fine details. All right, Natsuki, you take care. You have a good one. And I'm glad to hear you're doing better. The fine details in an affiliate, you can't multi-stream as an affiliate. They have every right to ban you if someone reports that you're multi-streaming live content. You could take your content 24 hours later and publish it to YouTube, but you can't multi-stream the same content across multiple platforms as an affiliate. And as a partner, it's very much, it's a lot tighter. Yeah, to me, like, if I had the choice, or...
He said, are you okay?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Oh, sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No. Now go on, get out of here.
It's better.
Look, we need the land. Go.
It's gotten better since what's his name went over there. Courage.
Who did?
When Courage went over there, he was working with the team, and they implemented a lot of things that just are like basics for streaming platforms. Clips, the ability to monetize through the stream, so you don't necessarily have to rely on something like Streamlabs. That's what their super chats are, which is pretty fun. Like, it's pretty awesome that you could just do that all through the platform and not have to worry about bits and all this other bullshit.
There. Tracks. Come on. I don't see nothing.
Their affiliate program is basically what the whole thing is like it just opens up to you to monetize your channel.
What do you mean?
But it's 1,000 subs. That's hard to reach for someone who's just starting out. But at the same time,
we got Pinkertons breathing
like,
down our necks. We should be moving
ever since last week when Streamlabs came out and said, yeah, you can set up monthly recurring tips.
Come on, Arthur.
You can set up monthly recurring tips with Streamlabs. They don't take a cut, so you get 100% of the $5 that they would normally give you as a Twitch sub.
Wait a second, just want to look closer.
And you can go and stream anywhere. To me, that's a win-win. Like, they made it so that you don't have to stick with a place that's a fucking cesspool.
Okay, looks like they go down this way.
But yeah, you need 1,000 or more to unlock the ability to monetize your channel. So that's with the whole, like, they don't call it subscribing because subscribing is what they call them. When you follow, there you become a member of the community.
We should have moved right then.
Super chats are like
This is the right way.
donations. Immigrant. Yeah. So you need have a good account, 2-step verification on,
Continues along the shore
people
here.
watching your stream, so it can't just be 1,000 bots have hit your channel.
Bastards told me they killed Mac. Said it
Yeah.
right in front of Jack.
That kid. It's gonna be tough
What's it,
for him.
4,000 watch
Yeah.
hours
But he has more folk looking
in
out for him
general,
than most
or
of the rest of us had growing up.
John said he was going back to the auction yard to collect the money for those sheep.
He'd
Better
be
skedaddle.
a damn idiot going anywhere near that town right now.
He reckoned he'd be able to slip in and out.
4,000. So think about it like this, Zane. If you have 1,000 subs, right?
Yeah, it must be a good
And you're
one.
putting out content every day, whether it's a stream or like a compilation clip thing of, you're going to start showing up in more places under recommended channels because that's how YouTube works. The more you pump out, the more it gets a feel for what you are and recommends you to people. So someone just could watch your clip. If you have 1,000 subs and everybody pops in for one stream and you stream for 4 hours,
Carry on along this
there you
trail.
go. It's really not that hard to do. One person watching a stream for, so if you're streaming, right, and you stream every day for a year, yeah, 4,000 in the past 365. So I said if you're streaming every day for a year and you have 1,000 subs that always show up and you do
There's a camp up ahead.
a 4-hour stream, that's it. A part-time job is 1,040 hours. That's
Let's take a look.
4 hours a day, right? 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's for one person. It's not that daunting of a number when you put it into like realistic numbers like that. It just sounds a lot. I mean, it can be if you put the time in, I guess, and like I was watching people I've been like watching and listening to people talk about how to grow not just streams but a brand. It takes work, and the way Twitch used to be was you didn't have to put any work in. Nowadays you have to put work in no matter what platform you're on. Like to grow on Twitch you need to have a YouTube channel and you need a TikTok apparently. Ugh. Oh, there's a guy. Any other goodies here before I free the man?
This looks like our feller, Charles.
I do the bare minimum. 4 people watching, 4 hours for 5 days. Exactly. It's not a lot. It is not a lot of time. Oh, TikTok is the most watched platform on the planet, dude. There we go. Yeah, it legitimately is, I feel. And that's part of what I'm trying to figure out. What would be good for me? Like myself. I don't care if it kills my stream. What makes me feel the most happy? Or like, if Twitch doesn't get their shit together with all the stuff I was talking about before, I have no problem leaving and going to YouTube. No problem. I never watched a single TikTok either, dude. And then I'm like, let me see what this is all about. And I made a TikTok up just to like browse it. And now all I do, I watch like fucking 2 hours a day of it. It's because it hits that sweet point of like 30 seconds or 30 seconds to 3 minutes if it's like someone who's really trying to tell you something. Like 30 seconds of content, so it's like next, 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 and I just watch it while I poop. I watch it when I wake up, and I watch it when I go to bed, and all I do is I share TikToks between me and my girlfriend. That's all I do with it. I don't create on it. That's all I do. It's not an inferior version. It is the successor to Vine, because Vine was what, just 6-second videos? You can't really do much with that. So when people did get over with Vine, it was impressive. But I feel like now it's like TikTok is the most watched platform on the planet. The most eyes ever are on that platform. It's harder though for gaming streamers to grow on there, because TikTok, the way that works is their algorithm is about what's trending. But although you could probably spam the fuck out of videos and eventually something will hit,
All right, come on. I'll take you back to your family.
oh yeah, you gotta get on my horse.
Easy now.
Are you getting on the horse, man? Where are we going with this lady? German family. Yeah, the tags are super important, so it's like you have to know what's trending on that platform in order to do it, but also at the same time, it's hard for a gaming stream TikTok to like have kind of relevance with what's trending over there. Talking to Moody and showing her some of your has to happen. Yeah. TikTok is already surpassed Vine, dude.
Those men back there, why did they take you?
Geld. Money.
Vine is long gone, but TikTok is already beyond Vine.
Sie bringen mich zu meiner Familie? Vielen Dank. Wie haben Sie sie gefunden?
Look, I'm sorry, friend. I can barely speak English. Yep.
Oh yeah, put your knife away. Stop scaring the locals. Put your gun away. There you go, Arthur. Just be a nice man. Bring the nice German to his family. But yeah, like if I really wanted to hunker down and grow my channel, I would have to crank out YouTube vids, like YouTube cuts, compilations, and like 30-second Vine things. But like it's difficult for gamers. Looking over YouTube's pre-stream stuff, okay. Yeah, it's a lot more in-depth than it was 4 years ago when I was doing it. I was actually impressed the other day. The one thing they do have going for them over Twitch is their quality. Twitch runs on tech from like 2013, 2014, and have never fucking upgraded it. Part of the problem, I feel like, Zane, is also you're super hyper focused on the numbers right now. And even with Twitch, as soon as you start focusing on viewers and numbers and trying to like pander to what gets views, it'll never work. Because people will pick up on it.
Gott sei Dank. Schatz.
The only thing I could say to do is just be yourself and market yourself to like those who are similar minded, or like a community, a specific kind of community you want to build.
Oh, wie wunderbar. Oh.
Sie sind ein großer Mann.
Never ever ever try to pander to what sells, because then you become a gimmick
Come on, now get out of here. This
and
place
it's not
ain't
worth
safe.
it. Like
Get out of here!
it's nah.
Vamos.
Trying to keep up with that bullshit, never.
Ich hab was für Sie. Einen Moment. Dankeschön. Thank you. Vielen Dank, herzlichen Dank.
What tags is for kids? What game thumbnail? Yeah,
Guess it was a pleasure.
it's legitimately like good. And you could also start a stream as a unlisted or private stream on YouTube just to make sure everything works and it never sees the light of day. That's what I did. And I was just making sure that everything worked properly, and holy crap, it was super simple.
Oh, this place.
I'm like, how do I test? Because at least Twitch has like that variable you put on there to like, you know, test something, whatever.
Miss Grimshaw,
Yep.
Mr. Pearson, put everyone to work. Make this place a home.
Yep.
Well, I don't know where the hell we are, but we are going to make the best
Yeah, so
of it.
they have, yes, 4K 60 frames. That's what I was just saying. Like their quality is, ooh, chapter 3. Their quality of the streams is leaps and bounds. Guidelines how? If you're referring to drinking, no, you can't drink on YouTube. And I think cussing is also looked down upon. I think it has more to do with, oh, I have a gold ingot? I completed, it took me 3 years to get that achievement for finishing chapter 2. Did family friendly on Mixer? I can go, but yeah, it's not that hard to be family friendly, but like I'm playing Red Dead Redemption. There is nothing family friendly about this. 1080, 60 frames per second. Yeah, it is worth thinking about. That's why I'm keeping it in my back pocket as a possibility. I'm not focusing too hard on it right now. But I'm doing my research. I'm not just gonna like jump.
How you feeling? Okay, a little better.
It could have been that someone reported you. And I know a lot of their shit is automated. Yeah, they have a backup for a lot of stuff. Like, it's set up to do really fucking well. It's just, the only issue is, I've looked at this stuff extensively, yeah. The only problem is, like, go onto YouTube right now and try to find someone who's streaming a game that you want to watch. That's the hard part. They're too strict because they need to be, though. Twitch also should have, you know, a firmer grasp on what is and isn't allowed. Mixer did the same thing, but it gave you the choice. YouTube does it now too. So, okay, I think I know what you're getting at. So I think that's what the whole thing about, is this marketed towards kids or not? Before they didn't have that option. So anybody could come across and find your content, and it could have been deemed excessive if a child came upon your stream and was like, oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, that's no good. But if you tell it, this is not made for children, it won't let your stream or your content be available to those who are under 18, or at least filled out the form and said they were under 18. So there are blocks for that. But to my knowledge, they're just as strict with the DMCA stuff, which is rightfully so. I know I watch some channels that they do pre-made content, and they might be putting it out there for like the all people should be able to watch this, so they might not be able to drink. So it's like TVG basically, or TV, like whatever that one is, where it's not like super salty, but it can be like, you could have some beat 'em up stuff. So they did refine their rules a bit, so it's like you can market your stuff towards kids, you can market your stuff to be family friendly. It's an option. It's not there yet, but it's an option. And it's one that I'm seriously putting a lot of thought into, but I'm not just rushing out to get it. To jump over there. because I'm having art stuff done for Twitch because I don't see myself leaving just yet. But soon, possibly. Where's my horse?
Hey, boy.
That reminds you.
Morgan. All right, simmer down.
Yeah, I found that one funny. And the shitty part is like the mutual server that person belonged to with me is where I get all of my I'm super professional. I checked out their Twitter and I'm like, no, you're not. You're just a freelance graphic artist who does template kind of graphics because it's quick and easy. You really see that to succeed, you have to be yourself. When YouTube, with the current settings, a lot of people have to toe line and tail. That's they give you the choice to be family friendly or 18 and over. You can stream with what you want to do with 18 and over. It's not like you have to restrict who you are. There's plenty of channels, plenty of content on YouTube that I see that is not family friendly, and they're doing just fine. It's up to you what you want to prioritize. If you want to prioritize growing super fast and having high numbers and stuff, then yeah, you probably want to make it as family friendly as possible to have the most eyes on your content. And that's a totally okay thing to do, but it's your decision to make. There's nothing in YouTube saying, to my knowledge, there's nothing in YouTube saying you can't play certain games. Well, obviously not the fucking porno hentai shit, but you can't play excessively violent games. You can't do this. You can't act a certain way unless, you know, it's like self-harm and all that stuff, and that's implied that you should never do that. But like, in general, you can do what you want to do. It's just up to you if you want to have the wide net to get as many people on your content. Yeah, it's plus 18 or not. This stream is for over 18. They have a setting in there. It says for Twitch, do you want to mark what is it? There's a thing on Twitch where it's like recommended for, not recommended for younger viewers. Yeah, for YouTube it's for kids or not, but for them kids is 18 and younger than 18. It's the same. It was the same on Mixer. It's the same here. There's a button in the settings that says is your content suitable for a younger audience, and I say no. Take it back. Yeah, and you can do it so it won't market it to kids who are there, but you could also restrict it. Yeah. Exactly. So like it's up to you how you want to go about it. And that's understandable, Zane. That is 100% understandable and a concern that a lot of people have. Me, if things don't change, I'm willing to burn it all down because I don't, my personal beliefs and everything just don't align with them anymore. If more and more eyes get put on the situation that's happening and nothing gets done and everybody just, you know, puts 2 and 2 together and says, oh, you're at that place, that is like, why are you there? Like, you're obviously not a good human being.
My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania.
You know?
Fighting this life. I ever tell you that?
If they can't just do the common courtessy of, you know, making people feel safe on their platform, then it's not a platform I want to be a part of.
We have lofty goals.
Part of the reason why I went to Mixer.
We're trying to reform society.
Sorry. It's part of the reason why I went to Beam.
Better way. Now, of course,
because 4 years ago, Twitch was a fucking cesspool. It was terrible.
We are dreamers years in an ever duller world of
Hey, there wasn't such, it wasn't, hate raids weren't as big, I think, back then, and but I can't speak for everybody else who experienced this stuff, but it was filled with a lot of racism, anti-Semitism, homophobia, misogyny, still is. But it was so bad 4 years ago. Hell, when they released the affiliate program on Twitch, I wasn't even streaming on Twitch. I got an email while I was already over at Mixer saying, hey, you're an affiliate now. And I'm like, what? I haven't streamed over there for a year. How the fuck?
Why don't you show us this crick you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Building bridge, you built it up and it works, but you didn't make it adjustable for improvements, so you could work 10 times harder to fix it and have a restart.
Hosea, let's
Oh yeah.
go fishing.
I'd rather build a new bridge. Why would I want to build a bridge when the first block in the foundation is hate? You know, why would I continue to cross that bridge when it's just a constant reminder of all the garbage that is Twitch? You know what I mean?
Why don't we just fish?
Like I said, it's totally up to you what you want to do, but if things don't change here, it's just, I don't want to be associated with that bullshit.
Back there. Oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
And I don't care about my numbers.
You did well
So,
finding that spot,
like, I
Arthur.
basically do this as a hobby
Charles and me.
It's like I
that
can
brings in
breathe again,
some money
thick and soupy as
once
this
every
air is.
couple of, what is that,
Might
couple of
even do your
months.
whistling pipes some good,
I
Hosea.
have a job.
This country with
I would
Bessie.
love to be able to leave that job,
Ah, feels like
but
a
in order to
lifetime
do that,
ago.
I would have to
It
devote all my
was a
time to
lifetime
this,
ago. But what a
and I
life we
can't
lived,
because
how well we have
life.
fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan.
But if
Make
given the
enough money,
opportunity,
then find somewhere where nobody will find us.
like if
we
I
don't
had
have
enough
to
money
hide.
saved up where I could just
Like
not
where?
work for a year straight
got
and I
some
could do one of these
ideas,
things,
But
sure.
I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
No, Zane. Get that out of your head. It's not that you're not good enough at it. It's just that you haven't figured out a way to market yourself properly. That's it.
After Valentine, I want everyone
There's an
on best
audience out
behavior
there for
here.
everybody. You
No
just got to
trouble.
figure out how to find it. It's not that
Start
you're not
turning
good
over
enough.
the soil
It's that you just
and
haven't
the
figured it
rocks.
out yet.
See what turns up.
Dutch.
Not use weapons
be
or cause
discreet.
trouble on roads. Okay.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would
It's
give
not
me
that
greater
you're
pleasure than
you're bad at streaming. It's not that, you know, whatever. It's just that you haven't figured out
Officially enjoy the day.
the thing to like expand your reach. That's it.
Looks like
I lucked
all
out when I
man.
went to Beam because I joined up Beam before Mixer. I was playing Overwatch when nobody was playing Overwatch there, and then people started to trickle in and started playing Overwatch, and I had been there for so long that I was one of the Overwatch people. That's how I lucked out on Mixer, and I grew from there, and I got a partnership because like I was the Overwatch person for a little bit.
Gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in.
It's part of its luck.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot.
And even with Mixer, I got my partnership. Yeah, I just started playing games that made me happy because Overwatch like made me feel like shit after playing it. I played for 3 hours, get a couple games in, a couple of good games in the beginning, and then it's just nonstop garbage comms, garbage humans, people throwing, people hacking. It just got to stop not be fun. And why would I put myself through torture for like, you know, the 15 viewers that I had? Like, I'm not gonna make myself stress and feel like garbage just for the sake of 15, a number. So I said, fuck it, I'm done. Started playing a million other games. The numbers went down. And I felt fine. Because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. That's why I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter. Don't focus on the number. It'll drive you nuts. But what I was saying was, I lucked out on Mixer. I was playing Overwatch. Nobody else was. Then I became one of the Overwatch people. I wound up getting enough to become a partner. I was a partner for a month and a half because I told them, go fuck yourselves. This is not the way you should be doing things. There was so much behind the scenes garbage. The stuff that you saw June of last year, I think it was, or the year and a half before, was the culmination of everything I saw like a year plus prior. I had an incident with somebody, a partner at the time. Their group, I was a part of their community for a little bit, and then I left because I didn't want to be a part of it because I saw what it was doing. Like if you didn't give all of your time and your effort and your money to the person in charge of this community, they made your lives hell. So I left. And then my girlfriend was also a part of that. That's how I met her. She left. And because I left first without saying a word and then she left, they assumed that I told her to leave, and I never did such a thing. And they made her life hell. They sent her texts because some of them were people that she knew in real life that were making like threats to her. She was also streaming on Mixer, and they would whisper bullshit to her while she was streaming. They did the same thing over DMs to her on Twitter, and I had receipts. And I brought it up to my partner manager, who was also the same partner manager of the person in question in charge of this community. They did nothing. I put a tweet up saying, this is the person, this is their community, it's a toxic cesspool, do something. The only time I ever heard from my partner manager, basically, was telling me to remove that tweet because it's in my best interest, since brands will not want to work with somebody who elicits this kind of behavior online. And that's when I told them, hey, partner manager, go fuck yourself, remove my button, I'm done. That's the story of that nonsense. And that was that was like 2019-ish. 2019, maybe... Yeah, to about 2019, maybe the end of 2018 into 2019. And I left Mixer, and I came back to Twitch. As soon as my button was gone, I came back to Twitch, was streaming for a bit. Yeah. No, it was June 2020. June 2020 was when they put out the notice. July 2020 is when it went down. But yeah. Mixer was a bunch of toxic bullshit. I left there. I said, take your partnership and fuck yourself. No, they shut down during the pandemic.
How are you, boys?
Fine.
But there was a lot of other problems, like leading up with Mixer that caused that thing to implode on itself. But I have no problem taking a stand for what I feel is right and wrong and walking away from it.
Of course.
Yeah, staff had no clue.
Tell me, sir, what did
It was all the
silly
higher-ups
fancy
that where all this shit came from.
Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused
Oh, I know,
of running a
Bacon.
gold mine
Winter,
investment scam.
Wes,
No.
yeah,
I'm sure he
all of them
wasn't.
were just like, oh fuck.
He is a magician. I know
Well, Wes
him.
was
He's a
gone
fool.
before that happened,
But
but he was one of the guys who was trying to get them to open their eyes to the bullshit, and he was just kind of swept under the rug.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend.
Yeah, I have no problem packing up and going somewhere new if it means, you know,
Just what I signed
doing
up
the
for.
right thing.
Come on, big guy.
To me,
Perhaps we can
if
discuss
Twitch
the
does not
foolish tradition.
get their shit together, doing the right thing is getting the fuck out of here.
Get away. And do not shoot them, you hear me? Come on. Hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Hey, stop that. Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best.
What the hell are you doing?
So what are these fellas wanted for? Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No. Did I not say that?
You said plenty.
No, the whole thing I think is you die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain.
Idiot. Now get after the others. Come on. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train. Keep us close to the train. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else. God bastard.
Yeah. Get out of there, Arthur. Get out of there, Arthur. 2 down. Let's go.
Don't let them get away.
Where you gonna run to?
Hurt. Let's go. I'm gonna get you. Hurt. Hurt.
Come on, shitbag.
Hurt.
Come on. You stop them.
Hurt.
Stop the train. Bastard. Damn bastard. Get the
Punch
hell
him.
away from me.
Kick him in the dick. See you later. My hat, a source of my power. Well, I got hair now. When I get you, I'm gonna do something silly to you.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
Let's go, brother.
We need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
Okay, here we go.
Come on. Come on.
Ow, you cut me, bitch. Ow. Ow.
The door from the outside, unfortunately.
Why do you have a knife?
Need some gin? Come on. Just do it.
I'm gonna die. Ooh. I'm so juicy. We're both so juicy.
He's as dirty as they come.
Ugh.
Hello? Is everything all right in there?
Well,
We did it.
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight.
My hair, my beard just poofed in.
About.
So did my hair. I'm legitimately thinking of it. I'm legitimately contemplating moving everything over to YouTube just because. And the fact that I see so many other like bigger streamers,
Sounded like
partners
quite a
even.
commotion.
I think it was on Twitter. You know how they have those things where you can join up like as a group of discussion or something?
Take 'em in. Come
I saw a bunch of people that I follow, and not so much that I know, but that I follow.
Pat on the back for me.
A lot of them were involved in this conversation today.
Your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. Can we just go now, please?
You know, I'm on my horse. So it's not just, you know, us small timers thinking about this. It's a lot of the bigger people, especially because, you know,
There you
Tim
go.
and Lupo
You
left.
are a natural. All right, let's take
Those
him
are
in.
high profile
What about the others?
moves.
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back.
There we go.
There is the
Got my hat
break-in
back.
operation, and that's really saying something.
You know what? I lost my hat today.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
No, I think this is different.
I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No. not
First,
really.
Doc gets banned on off Twitch for no reason, and Doc was one of Tim's like friends. Doc and Tim are friends. Then Courage, he left to YouTube. So Doc gets banned off Twitch with no explanation from either camp about why. Just after they signed a new deal with him on Twitch, and then just banned him outright one day. Yeah, Ninja's, yeah, exactly. He got the bag. He doesn't have to do anything anymore. Good for him, but he's not my thing. Doc got banned, went to YouTube. YouTube took him in. He's doing fantastic there. Courage left. He went to YouTube. Didn't know much about Courage except that Tim played Warzone with him a lot. Now Tim and Lupo left, and that's the squad. That's the Warzone squad, just having fun. So I don't think it was.
We're gonna bear left here.
I don't think it's the same as Ninja going to Mixer because it was an enormous payout compared to what he was doing. I think this was a strategic move on Tim's part, and definitely Lupo. Lupo I could see being more like, Twitch, your values and your ideals have drifted so far from mine that I don't want to be here anymore. Lupo is a good dude. And I don't think the timing of everything is coincidence either.
We also have a general store, gunsmith, post
We'll see, yeah.
office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
So,
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside
Yeah.
the sheriff's office. Can you
I
grab
guess
Anders off your horse and
one
carry
thing
him in
from
for me?
Hey, fellas. Always something going on, right?
yeah, I don't give a shit about it. If I could, I would like say no. I don't want to give you guys 20% off. No. Not that I'm trying to say fuck you guys, but September
Carry him over
shouldn't
then.
have been a thing,
Mr. Gray!
because it's definitely a way to like
I told you Arthur would deliver.
bring Twitch
Man
more
has
money.
passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So,
I can tell you this,
about my
Zane,
friend
the
here,
direction they're
you're
gonna go is a
friend
straight
free to
line.
go.
They're not gonna
No more
do a
trouble
thing.
from you, partner.
I promise
If they
you, this
do,
was
I'll be
all
surprised.
a misunderstanding.
I just want to see what happens in the next like
Bottom of my
coming weeks over on YouTube. If like new features roll out, if new things come, you know what I mean? I want to see what happens
We welcome you.
Well,
soon.
we're just honored to
Sooner rather than
Make
later.
your friend behave.
I mean, even if
We got
like
enough
things
trouble
don't
from
change
some
that
of
much
the
over there,
residents, old timers who've gone sadly to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible.
looking
Come
for
on
bringing a
now.
higher volume
I
of
will
chief
keep
sauce for
this
the whole
fellow
crap
on the
member
straight
thing.
and narrow.
Yeah,
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen.
yeah. Everything about
Oh,
Twitch is money.
these better be
Everything
ugly
about Twitch is
rules.
what can you
Is it
guys
true
do
you
to
were seen
bring
talking to
Papa
that wretched
Amazon more
devil?
money.
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out over rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
YouTube's like that, but they're a lot more transparent about what they're
Find
doing.
out about that.
Every platform is like that, yes.
I've heard
But YouTube from the
about
beginning,
bounty.
YouTube was
Price
built
on
from the
my
ground up
head
to
for
be
13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
not a
They're
streaming
good
platform,
bounties.
Where you
first
hear
off.
Some fellas I met at a
But when it
camp
comes to
near
their
the state
monetization
line said there was talk of it in
and
bars
how it
in the
works,
north
they're a
and
lot
west for
more
500 miles.
transparent
There
than
was
Twitch
talk
will ever
of
be, I feel,
super agents or some such.
about everything.
I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay
Yeah,
out of
but
trouble.
that
Thank you.
if the money is all you're concerned about, then stay here on Twitch, because it's going to be a while before you can do that through YouTube. But that's what I was trying to say. Like, if your main concern is money, you could just tell people to stop subbing to you and use the Streamlabs monthly tips. It's the same thing, and you'll be lining your pockets even more. And then you could take your show anywhere you want to go, because it's not dependent on the platform where your money's coming from. That's the huge innovation that Streamlabs just came out with.
There's still time.
So even though you can't get the 1,000 subs right off the bat over on YouTube, you could talk to your community and say like, hey, I'm going to be doing this. If you were a sub, except fishing, let's go. If you want to continue your sub, do it in this manner. This is the way we'll be doing it until, you know, it comes in.
You were talking about.
Yeah, it's instantly, automatically in your PayPal account, because it's a tip.
Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Right about money, I'll enjoy having people. Well, but just the thing you said was like, because they lined your pockets, that's why you're like giving them some kind of loyalty. And I feel like you should never ever give loyalty to a platform, no matter what. There were people with Mixer who got fucking tattoos. Tattoos of the platform on their body.
on, just a different pipe.
Because they were that loyal to it.
I saw some
And look
big
what
cod
happened.
and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegill,
I feel bad for them.
pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as
Satana,
good
I
at
think
catching
Margot
fish
got a
as you are at
tattoo.
catching
Margot
criminals,
Magic
Arthur.
possibly got a tattoo.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes
Yeah, he got a tattoo and he got
everyone for
banned
something,
because he was
but
doing
his
some dumb
information
shit.
is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law.
And then he was trying to get
I'd say it
everybody
was
off
worthwhile
the
diversion all
horse.
around.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just do what's good for you, not so much what works here. I think that's the thing that a lot of people are trying to struggle with. Because they aren't. Who was I watching? I was watching Flats today, and Flats, someone talked about how to grow their stream, and Flats was like, normally I don't talk like about this stuff, but here, this is how you should really look at it. And he made a lot of points, some of which I've kind of regurgitated with my own sprinkle of experience out here, but it boils down to be mindful of who you want to have in your community, or who you want to market your community to. And market was the key word. For him, Overwatch had a lot of tools out there. A lot of YouTube channels had clip compilations, so you could clip your plays, whatever, get the views on YouTube to translate to views on Twitch, to translate to subs, to translate to a community. Don't even think I know what I want at this point after all this second guessing myself and trying to find what brings people in and works.
This is the spot.
It's tough.
Down to the left there.
Some of it's luck. A lot of it's luck. Some people, it could be just like some random big streamer decides to host a little streamer, and boom, there you go. You've now got like thousands of eyes on you when you normally didn't.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
But a lot of it's timing, a lot of it's luck. And it's just trying to figure out,
on the shore.
maybe some people's personalities or whatever aren't fit for streaming. But I'm not going to say like don't do it.
I'm sure
Because like I said before, there's an audience for everybody. You just got to figure out where it is and how to capitalize on it. Not capitalize, but how to find out where the audience is, where your community is going. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. If I were to stream, I'd expect maybe one person to watch. Yeah.
I got a good feeling.
I push this button every day that I do, expecting 0 butts in the seat. I have no expectations about who shows up.
Let me roll. You boys are too old.
What do I have? In the 7 years this channel has been alive, I have 21,000 views. That's it. 7 years, that's kind of like abysmal numbers. But if I focus on that aspect, I'll never be happy. Like, what could I do to get more views? Views don't necessarily translate into people staying around and hanging out.
Head towards the middle of the lake.
Engagement does. How do you enhance engagement? When someone shows up, talk to them, like I've been doing all day. If you were playing games that you could play with your viewers in your community, do that.
I think here's good.
But if you're just like playing single player games, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something.
A lake lure. Let's go.
Like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock
It's on there, right? Yeah, it's on there.
bass, but
You'd have to be real lucky to catch
Wow.
a sturgeon with one.
You heard
Plop.
the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving.
It looks like you got a bite, Arthur.
I done fucked it up, buddy.
Maybe if you caught a fish, we'd stop teasing you. You got a bite there, Arthur.
Nope. Busy. No one wants to go to a party. Hold on. One of the hosts is more focused on having a bigger party than enjoying what's going on at the party. Yeah, it's true. Streamers like you, after a certain point, it's what's the point of filming? Yep. All right, Bacon, you go try your thing. I think I know what your thing might be.
You got a bite.
Why doesn't it work?
Got a nibble there, Arthur.
That's on the hook, Arthur.
There we go. Get over here, you son of a bitch.
Got one. Damn it, I lost him.
Got him. Not bad, Arthur.
There we go. Boom. What's that?
Not bad.
Steelhead? I got some of that in my fucking freezer.
Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
Oh, there's rot in this game? Great.
I got him bite. There we go. Ah, I should have had that one.
Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was
Not very
maybe
good at fishing this
20.
game. It takes a little bit getting used to. It's not like
Walked in
normal
all
fishing in
full
other
of
games.
himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Nice, you hooked him.
Ha! Got ya!
There, another steelhead.
Look at this beauty.
There you
Sometimes
go.
if you hold a raw fish in inventory, it'll last forever, but if you cook it, it starts losing durability and rotting. Really?
Monster Lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that.
50-pounder.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was.
It's just a thing with the way the game was coded. They didn't take into account decay on the raw product.
One day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well,
I can see how that is,
I
though.
had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
That's just weird, though, that it's something that they're not going to fix, apparently. If it's a thing. This might be the big boy. No, it's a small
Remember
boy.
those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us
More
saying how Blackwater
steelhead.
was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the
There are no
further
bugs,
east
only
we
only
end up.
features as
We had all
a
those
game
safe
studio. I
spots
enjoy.
picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry
That's
job.
funny.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No
I see a
point
big thing
trying to get
all the
back
way out
that
there.
way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
These many mods as it has features.
Did I ever tell you
Okay,
my
is this all
mother's
about Subnautica?
buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again.
Oh, Skyrim.
I
Okay.
didn't always
Yeah, everything about that game is a feature. There's no bugs in Skyrim. You're crazy.
Child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave.
Come on,
She
little
managed
fishy.
to have the last
Little
laugh.
fishy.
Fish on the line, Arthur. Good job, Arthur.
Yeah. I see the big piles of fish over there. Hey, Frank. Paradox. What do they make?
That'll grill up nice.
What is that big thing? Grand strategy games. Paradox sounds familiar though. Like I might have a game from Paradox. Did they do Magica?
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
I want to say that they had something to do with it. This is a big one. It's not that Sturgis they were talking about. They were the publisher. Okay. I remember seeing the name Paradox on some game I played. Magica was a fun game, though.
There you go. That's a nice one.
What is this guy? A largemouth bass.
Keeping that one, eh?
Yeah, why wouldn't I keep him, motherfucker? Grand strategy. So what is a grand strategy game? How much more fishing do I need to do? Fishy, fishy, bite the line.
You got something biting, Arthur.
Now reel him in, Arthur.
Looking for to go back to work tonight? Yeah, night work is never fun. I enjoyed it for a while, but then, you know, I got a girlfriend. Kind of rough working nights when you have a lady or a partner.
Well done.
I couldn't What did you do? Nothing.
Yeah.
You taught me how to live is what you did. Nothing bad.
Hey, I reckon
Oh, I just had to
that's all today, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
That's cute. Continue.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be
Let's
useful.
go.
The horses. They'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys.
Dude, we've just been talking about
Yes.
streaming in general and platforms and basically how Twitch
All right,
is
I got one for you.
on thin ice with me. Officially, though, the farthest I've been in this game, I've never done this. Yep. I think, I was saying before, I saw one of those Twitter things where it was, you know how they have those town halls, for less of a, for lack of a better term, where it's like, you know, just people speaking and anyone can join in. Yeah, so I saw one with a lot of partnered streamers that I follow and that I have at least dropped in and talked a little bit in, and they were all joining it, and I'm like, oh shit. So this is apparently not just among us tiny little affiliate people. Yeah. I don't want to drop names. I can tell you later on Discord if you remember to remind. If you remember to tell me to remember, I could let you know.
But we care for the merchantmen who do our states maintain. To them
Yeah.
we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Why am I always doing all the heavy lifting here?
Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back camp think we had turned.
Indeed not.
But how's your night been, Pixie?
All right. I think we
Arthur's
gonna be
growing his hair
okay.
out now.
I know.
French
I
strategy
always
games
know.
are a genre where you plan your
Whenever I
empire
got
for the long term.
you two by my side.
Ah, okay.
gonna be
So
just
like,
fine.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
If you need them immediately, I can't help you. I only know t-shirt places that take like weeks for it to get to you.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
The news, I bet you it was to, you know, do this in a couple minutes. Yeah, catch and return. Yeah, motherfucker.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
How the hell are you still alive? Hey, what did I do?
You didn't die. Oh, this guy. Mr. Strauss. First, I gotta go to the ammo cart and get some ammunition. No. I don't think so, Zane. I'm kind of terrible with keeping up with people. Where's the fucking thing? The money box. Basically, I work 8 hours. I get food. I stream. I go to bed. I rinse and repeat every weekday. Weekends, I'm with Pixie. Saturday into Sunday. Sunday night, I go to my parents, hang out there, have like a Sunday dinner. That's my week. So it's like, I have to like write down shit to do if I want to like, then it feels like disingenuous. Oh, remember to talk to this person. You know what I mean? It just feels weird sometimes. Purchase a restock. Basically, anytime anybody wants to have a conversation with me, Discord and Twitter especially, because I'm a Twitter shitter. I'm always pooping. I'm always on Twitter. That thing, yeah. That thing right there. Did you?
How you doing? Trying to remain optimistic.
Oh yeah. I guess I'm not good on Discord either. Twitter is the best course of action. I am a terrible person for communications. Yeah, Twitter is definitely the easiest and best place to get in touch with me. Oh man. Try making your own fruit flavored liquor. Ooh. I don't know where you are in the world, but I know that's cool. I know you're in the States somewhere. That's a given. I know each state runs things differently when it comes to making your own liquor or booze. Beer also. Especially when it comes to the sale. Can't carry any more. I want to carry more, sir. Texas near Dallas. Okay. I don't think Texas has a whole... What? Nope. Get the throwing knives. Yeah. Throwing knives. Take them. There you go. There we go. It's over here now. Oh, what's this over here now? Cigarettes. First bank robbery newspaper scrap. I can't see Texas being like, you can't make booze. Who are we to tell you what you can do? That's a joke, obviously. Boom, boom, boom. Take all the stuff is taken. I can tell. Can't tell Texans what to do. They have guns. True. I mean, I don't want to get political, but apparently they can tell certain people what they can or can't do.
Oh, say whatever you damn well please, but I tell you, if I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna kill somebody.
And if you don't stop hissing at me, I'm gonna kill you.
You come here.
What is wrong with you two?
I ain't chopping vegetables for a living.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Was there insufficient feathers in your pillow?
I ain't lazy, Mr. Morgan. I'll work, but not this.
Well, ain't cooking work?
Out of the homebrew phase.
My husband
I got
and
you.
we shared the work. All of it. I was out in the fields. I can hunt, carry a knife, or use a gun. But I tell you, you keep me here, I'll skin this fat old coot and serve him for dinner.
Watch your damn
This
mouth, you
fat
crazy
old coot.
goddamn fishwife. Enough, both of you. Well, come with me then. You want to head out there, run with the men? So be it. But we do more than just hunting.
I was coming to here to...
And them things hunting us, well, they got guns of their own.
I ain't
afraid of dying. Oh, well then we'll see.
Good. You need anything, Mr. Pearson? Maybe me and Mrs.
Jennifer
Adams
Aniston? Let me double check that when she looks so good.
Yeah, sure. Here's my list, and can you post this letter for me while you're there? Sure. Come on, princess. Are you coming with me then, woman?
Kind of. I see it. I can seize it.
So I've graduated from chopping vegetables to shopping.
Shut your goddamn
Chopping to
mouth.
shopping. You got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, do this. Boo ba doo boo. Where is this store? Okay, roads.
cooled down there yet?
Can I? Oh, I can't cinematic view it. God damn it.
I ain't no scullion, and I sure as hell ain't taking orders from that sweating half-wit.
I guess we all gotta do our share, Princess.
Where's that letter?
Are you reading his mail now?
Oh,
Wait, if Skeletor did R2D2,
okay,
what are you
but
talking
letter
about?
reading's where we draw the line.
Here.
Dear Aunt Kathy,
You are something else.
I haven't heard from you in some time, so I pray to the Lord above that your health has
Wow.
not deteriorated
Yeah, I can't
further.
fucking read.
Blah blah blah.
You not read good.
Wait a sec.
I got a
Listen to
logo
this.
that's trademark pending and test batch has made cherry and raspberry. Nice, dude.
I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself.
Only people I know who do like brewing of any kind are Fourth. And I had a buddy that I used to work with that started doing homebrew.
It's not for a lack of suitors.
I don't think he ever went beyond the homebrew phase though.
He ain't paid for.
Oh, look. We're all hiding behind something.
And what's this? Return to Tacitus Kilgore.
Oh, that. Now that's Dutch's idea. Oh, man.
Tacitus
sends
Kilgore.
insane aliens. Whenever we set up somewhere new, Strauss, he heads into town. Tells them to start expecting mail from a Tacitus Kilgore, whatever they changed it to. Here, give me that back. We got work to do.
Let's go easy into roads. Bow, bow, bow. All right, shopping to shopping. Let's go.
Okay, here we are.
So, what's the plan? I shoot the shopkeeper while you...
No.
You insane?
I thought we was outlaws.
Outlaws, not idiots. We rob fools that rob other people. These people, they're just trying to get by. So you head on in there and you buy some food to eat. And no guns.
You're sure?
This time, there'll be time for killing soon enough.
What are you doing?
She's
You'll
trigger
check
happy.
The mail. Nothing exciting.
I want to see what this is. Oh, the newspaper dude. Yeah, I want to buy a newspaper.
Take a good one there.
Hey, Sticker, how you doing, bud? Ugh.
Well, welcome, partner.
I come here to buy things.
Let's have a look in here.
Can I get better weapons and stuff yet, or no? Ooh, the high velocity kind of things. Let's load up on ammo.
Good.
I am interested in all of your things, sir. Give me all of the things. Okay, we're good now. Severe pneumonia? Dude, go lay down. Like, go lay down.
All right.
I have 71 cents to my name. What is pneumonia like? Because I've never had it. I don't know. I know it's when fluid builds up in your lungs. And that's the scary thing, because that means your breathing is compromised and it's not good. It's not good at all. Hospital most of the day, IV and pills made you feel better. Okay.
Hello, you look hungry.
I want to sell. I got you some scent glands and some fish.
Lucky this is popular, how common it is.
Couldn't breathe and thought you was legit having a dude. That's scary. That is
Dime a dozen these
fucking
days.
scary, dude.
People really enjoy that.
Why don't I just hear my own voice out there?
Thanks for your assistance.
Man, I kind of want to go and update my look. Where is there a cloth here? There isn't one here. Oh, there is a fence, though. There is a fence. Let's go to the fence.
Damn.
Too far away. Oh, you're all the way back at camp, ain't you? For process and so on. Yeah. Pneumonia, my dad gets it once in a while. Like, because he's the kind of guy who doesn't take heed when he's sick. And it develops into pneumonia sometimes. He had... What? Oh, so I didn't go to the gunsmith. All right, let's do this again. Give me all of your gun stuffs.
Let's have a look.
Again, all the ammo.
Good. All right. Good.
There we go. Manson died from pneumonia. I thought he died from complications of AIDS for some reason.
Now this should be fun.
Which would be pneumonia would be a complication from AIDS.
Thank you.
I failed the mission, and it wasn't at a save point, so I didn't register that or these two newspapers.
Want a paper? Bye then.
Because I was going to where the fence was, and it killed me right around here. Although I also think I was going the wrong way for the fence, because I was running that way. It'll tell me, hey, go to the post office, man. Yeah, if I keep going this way, it'll be like, yeah, you're going the wrong way, bub. Yeah, it doesn't want me going that way. Well, yes, that is a pixie. She's known to frequent these parts every now and then.
Back to work.
Well, he just said that he went to a doctor. Boop-a-doop.
Good morning to you. Hello, gentlemen.
Sir, good morning.
What is my bounty at? Aw, shit. The second person that was considering to just send me to the ER. Whoa. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? If, like... yeah, Sticker's a stubborn one. Let me ask your opinion on this whole thing, Sticker. If you're not too out of it. With all of the
I'm trying.
why are you wearing new clothes?
I think this is everything.
Thanks. Here, take that for yourself, okay?
Thanks.
Well, give it back then. Jesus. I didn't ask for his goddamn help. Okay,
You're supposed to spend money on groceries? Huh.
You don't need to check if I'm doing it right.
Why don't you drive?
Okay.
Come on,
So what is your opinion on the whole Twitch versus YouTube current situation?
So, you get everything?
I think so.
And some new clothes, I see?
Don't start. I can wear what I damn well want. Like I told you, my husband and I shared all the work. I wasn't some little wife with a flower in her hair, baking cherry pies all day.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Here's your lukewarm take.
You sure look the part now.
Getting ready for it. Regular. Oh, that's right. I could hold 300. Because of my new... Oh, I could hold... Oh, man. I should definitely get that kind of stuff for the online version.
Smoking cigars and playing the harmonica.
I'll have you know, I used to love playing the harmonica before. Well, my house and everything I own got burned to the ground.
I know. I'm real sorry about what you know. Maybe I'll keep my eye out for another one.
I don't want no pity. Just treat me equal.
Item requests? A harmonica. Oh, that's right. I have this shit.
No. Nobody's taking nothing from me ever again.
You say that, and these men ride up quickly.
Just a...
Hey there!
Hey,
What you folks up to?
just heading home.
You're in Lemoyne Raider country.
Keep it cool.
You need to pay a toll to pass through here.
No, I don't think so.
You don't.
Twitch is the leader in live stream gaming as it stands, but their biggest problem is the rug they sweep problems under is the same brand as another filthy. Yep.
So, how about you pull over right now?
Pull over.
That's what I said.
Hey, how's about this? Go, go, go!
God damn it! Get moving now! Whoa! I'll kill that thing! What the hell was that?
They was gonna rob us.
New pair of pants and think you're landing Ricketts.
Oh, shut up.
Let me see what this is. Lemoyne Raiders. Oh.
I'm gonna run this son of a bitch down.
Got a hit. Well, you wanted to see some action, lady. Now you got your whip. You okay there, Sadie?
Ooh.
I don't remember asking you to prove.
I think we're good here, Arthur. Nice shooting. All right, I'll drive us back. Probably shouldn't linger here too long. Are you coming then?
There we go. I can't loot them. Fuck.
What are you doing? We should get out of here.
We're getting out of here.
No, pass those.
Sweeping problems, especially large ones under the rug, really helps no one. But let me ask you this: what is YouTube lacking for storing content and discovering? Lacking for storing? Nothing. Yeah, I do have plenty of ammo for after that trip. I have max ammo of 3 different ammo types for every gun, so that's 200, 600 pistol ammos I have. YouTube is not lacking anything for storing content. That is their bread and butter.
Because you've caused enough trouble already.
I'm fine.
And it stays forever. There is no expiration date on any VODs from your streams. In fact, you could also make money on the VODs of your streams if you're at that point.
Not so fast.
As for discovering it, to the best of my knowledge, Twitch is more. Oh, that's going to the fucking wrong place. Let's see. I gotta go. Yeah, I'm going the real wrong way. To the best of my knowledge, the way Twitch is discovering content is basically like you need to be. Oh, control. What? The frick. Twitch, you need to be like the top person in your in the game category in order to.
We showed those bastards, huh?
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
You have to be the top streamer in your category to get exposure, or one of the top ones. Basically, the old like newspaper adage of like being above or below the fold. Like you need to be above the fold for Twitch. Like 2 or 3 pages worth of scrolling, no one's gonna come to your streams. That's why you have to figure out how to market yourself and get more eyes on your stuff. Google and YouTube, the more content you put out and the more tags and descriptors you put on it, the more its algorithm is likely to recommend you to other people watching similar content. So the discoverability is different. How did they ruin YouTube? Honestly, Zane, that's a odd one. It took a lot of community-based features that YouTube had and those. Like what features? Because YouTube to me was always just VODs. VODs, comments, playlists, rinse and repeat.
But I'd be lying.
I enjoyed myself out there.
Yes,
Yeah, YouTube is 100% SEO, which is why meta tagging with all the stuff is like, you know.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
It recommends your content to other people based upon stuff. I found videos that I had public on there when I was looking at metal. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
Well, they say I lack finesse, but I ain't afraid of gun smoke.
We got this, Arthur. You've already done me a big favor today.
Because Google bought YouTube way before there was YouTube gaming. That's what I'm trying to figure out what Zane's talking about.
Oh, shut up.
Beg your pardon, Mrs. Adler.
Arthur.
What? Someone said my name.
What do you think?
What do you mean?
About those 2 families. The rich ones in the big houses.
I don't know.
Go have a look around. See what you can find out. Calmly, I mean.
Sure.
Dutch and I, we both think there's money to be made.
I hope so. I'll see what I can find out.
I guess I'm on a mission.
Good Morgan.
What is your problem? I got lots of problems.
Active blog style community. There was one point where stream rooms where you could actually watch content with others. They still have that. They're called premieres, and it's up to the creator to set a video up as a premiere, I believe. So it's more focused on what the creator, when they're saying like, yeah, let's watch this together. Yeah, it's still there. I've participated in a few of them.
Got you there.
A Reddit style hangout?
Just name the place, my friend. Just name the place.
I mean, they've tried some stuff along those. They tried, what was that one? Google Plus was their tryout for Facebook. That failed miserably. Yeah, Reddit stuff is not so much, it's not so friendly when it seems like YouTube is more focused and Google is more focused on being more of a potential family-friendly product. Yeah, so it's there. It's just it wasn't in, it's no longer in the same place it used to be, I think. I want to do this chore. I'd like to do this chore, please. Thank you. So I've watched Maddie Matheson videos when they debut. He said he was doing a collaboration with Benny. I forget his last name, but he's a musician. They had a real fun time doing some stuff, and every video that they put out was an event. And in the event, you could live chat as if it were a stream. Yeah, the visibility is a big issue with YouTube. Like, just trying to go to YouTube and finding an active stream right now is the problem. Setting up essentially a playlist of videos that would play in order, full transparency. They had a thriving role-play style community. I mean, there's probably a reason for it. Most of the stuff that gets taken down by Google is because of a lack of interaction. While it may have been thriving to you, analytics-wise, it really wasn't hitting a lot of people in the broad scope of everything. So you have 100,000 people on your platform. It's chump numbers compared to what it is. I'm just trying to use round numbers for sake of discussion. You have 100,000 members in your platform, and you are one of 1,000 people using a feature that you feel is fantastic. That's a 1% retention on that feature. They're gonna eventually stop developing, stop supporting. Yeah. It is when you're a company, Zane. When you're a company and your main drive is to make money, once something becomes not profitable and is a loss, it gets removed. Twitch, right now, Twitch is barely profitable to Amazon as it is. So the more shit goes wrong and the more people start to leave, they're gonna start to pay attention because they don't have a fucking choice. It would suck if one day Twitch did the same thing that Mixer did. It was like, yeah, we're done now. You're all going to Facebook. That was a fucking terrible day. But I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. There we go. We'll do it this way. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan. Mr. Pearson, quite a country. Quite a country. You know, sometimes I'm glad I left the Navy. Too many men. Too many men. This world, far more genteel, huh? I never figured running in a bunch of outlaws would be the genteel option.
Ugh. Oh, I've never... What is he saying? God damn it. Why are they having dialogue while I'm not in the room? Back, by the way. That would force my hand to YouTube. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Twitch just shut down, if I've said this before. The only way I would ever stop streaming is if Facebook Gaming became the only shop in town. If Facebook Gaming became the only place to stream, I would seriously consider tearing down all of my stuff and being like, here we go, selling it for parts. I'm just gonna have a video game machine and a work and that's it, because there's no need to go to Facebook.
That old world bullshit, it ain't got no place.
I have core issues with their everything.
You ain't so free of politics.
I hate everyone just the
I
same.
did. I don't have a Facebook account.
That case,
I have an
you're
Instagram
gonna
account,
want-
and that's it. So technically, I do have a Facebook account somewhere because it's the same fucking company. And I used to use WhatsApp because some people at a job I had like kept in touch with it, and one guy was like, "Let's use WhatsApp," because he was from the Dominican Republic.
Says they hit a train a couple of days back near Emerald Ranch. Nice fella.
But once I found out WhatsApp was owned by Facebook, I'm like, "Yep, done with this too. You guys need me? You can text me. Here's my
No
number."
reason not to. If he's right, it'll be a big haul for us. I saw 3 of them, maybe more, but I reckon you and me.
Yeah, I'm like,
real easy.
All right. What the hell? Let's go check it
Facebook
out.
doesn't make me feel good in general.
Sons of bitches think they're mean.
I understand why
They're about
people
to get a lesson
from
in
Mixer went
mean.
there. Some people left Twitch to Mixer because they felt like what we're feeling now, all of the dumb stuff, was just too much for them, and they would rather go someplace new than start up again with all that garbage. Facebook account before I move for a while. Facebook group of people who do D&D with and that. Yeah, I would never use Facebook again. It's not something I would ever recommend someone ever using. It's
Too bad. Back up north to stretch. Not
yeah.
far from the state
Blech.
line.
Blech. Blech. Blech.
So, what were you doing riding around up there anyway?
Sniffing around, looking for a take. I got a long nose for these things.
I have a friend of mine
Dutch
who
is
would
always on us
constantly
to get
invite
out
me to
there and
things.
bring in money, ain't he?
Unless you don't care about data. I do care about some data.
Back there, sitting around waiting to be told. I go after it.
I see you sitting around.
I use Google for a lot of stuff, so they basically have my data since day one. Facebook has had whatever data I quote unquote gave them. Some of it was without my knowledge, and some of it was very obtrusive. A lot of it is obtrusive, the way that they get your information and sell it for ads. And it's just their policy of ask forgiveness instead of permission is fucked to me.
Other half goes to the gang.
Because it
Keeps all our savings hidden in a safe spot outside camp.
if everything took that approach, ask forgiveness instead of permission, can you imagine how fucked everything would be?
Supplies in the lab.
How
The fact you don't know that suggests you clearly ain't put much in it.
and that's Facebook's stance on everything. Just, oh yeah, we'll just change everything, and
You're sure you scoped this place
you know,
out right?
sorry, we put all the information out there by accident. We changed the security by default to allow us to get everything. Yeah, it's not something I would like to ever be a part of. And the fact that you don't even have to have a Facebook account for them to track you is also bullshit. They probably changed it since I'm gonna recall this event. But remember when all those websites used to have a like button on their page? That you could like their page and you didn't even have to have a Facebook page to like their page? The fact that you visited that page and it had that button, it had JavaScript behind the scenes that would get your publicly available information if you knew how to code for it. Still exists? Yeah. So just by visiting a website, you're giving Facebook data. That's it. Facebook basically has your data because it's so hooked into everything.
You can plan, you can use your head.
But any page that had a little like button, you were being tracked. And it was able to not just like, it wasn't even stuff just like, oh, you visited, like it has like your basic, I don't know what you can get from JavaScript, but let's say you can drill down as far as, you know, the general IP area. Yeah, it wasn't cookies. It was the general IP area of where you're located. Certain identifiers that matched to your specific machine you're on. So once they get an idea, so you hit like one website, and then a little while later you hit another website. So they're trying to figure out, and each page gets like a snapshot of you. So they have you hitting a website at say 10 a.m., then another one at 10:05 a.m., then you go to a shopping website, and it's also getting a feel for how long it takes you to go through categories on certain pages. It's building a profile of your behaviors. And that's what they're looking to sell to people. Yeah, that stuff, Pixie. I had a job where we kind of built a JavaScript plugin, but not to steal people's info, but to like give them recommendations for other like it was a little JavaScript plugin, like a little bar that would appear at the bottom of the page for like places with like a shopping shopping cart or the sold products, and it would try to analyze people who bought this would, you know, recommend this, and it had like a little chat feature, this, that, and the other thing. But the amount of data you can scrape is insane, or was insane. I don't know if it's changed much.
I want them to hear us coming. Here, oil dip. Let's make sure we keep one of them alive to tell us where they stashed the money.
Oh yeah, I have to go to my progress. I did the thing with the knife. All right, Zane, you take care, buddy. Have a good one. Herbalist, this. What was it? It wasn't sharpshooter. It was weapons expert. Only throwing knives. Okay. Yep, that too. So you could kind of, it's fucked what you can do with JavaScript. Yeah.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So Facebook knows all your passwords. It's one reason why I just don't trust Facebook gaming. I have nothing but respect for people who took the contract when Mixer died, because you had to make a choice.
There's one outside. This is good.
It is?
Leave it to me. I'll do the talking. You hang back.
I'm gonna need these. Some people, it worked out for them. They transferred their Mixer partnership into Facebook partnership, and that's fantastic for them. They put in the work. It should not be, you know, disavowed is the word I'm looking for, maybe, because Facebook was just Mixer was a poopy butthole.
I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds to get the hell off my property, boy.
Look, don't want no trouble. Just thought you might like to know we passed a big posse of lawmen headed this way. Now a dozen of them coming up east.
What? Where?
Right here. Heads up, Arthur. Here come the rest of them. Watch it. They're coming out. Ah! We got more coming out of the woods. Left of the house.
Tried doing that thing, it didn't work. Isn't Trovo the Chinese-owned one?
What the hell, Arthur? Who's going to tell us where the money's stashed now, huh? All right. Guess we should give the place a look, see what we can find.
Or they just don't give a fuck about your data? Yeah, I know people also went there because they had, like, qualms about the available options. Like I said, I'm not shitting on people for making decisions. It's just not a decision I would make. Yeah, don't.
Ah, damn it.
Wasn't Tencent the reason why the former person in charge of destroying our country was trying to sell or get, what was that, TikTok to sell or something? Or I remember that was an issue because of like Riot Games is owned by Tencent. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Surely you jest. I don't think D-Live is, but even if it were, I never would, because that entire platform is based around cryptocurrency. So, yeah. Kind of magic method. Yeah, nothing about Glimish is impressive to me at all. Like, I don't understand it. I don't know where their money comes from. They're horribly not ready for market. And I get people really miss Mixer, but it's not that. Double action revolver. Oh, let's try that guy out next time. You know what though? If I want a double action revolver, oh, where's my horse at? Let me literally get this cheese. Their FTL works quite decent. Yeah, because they have how many people playing and streaming at a given time. If that upscales, can it still be said that it's stable? You know what I'm trying to say? It works for the 7 people streaming right now. I go there once a month and try to see what's going on there. And I see no more than like 7 people ever streaming on Glimish. Get rid of this worn cattleman's revolver. So yeah, it works decent, but I don't think it will. I think they got the stuff that Mixer had somehow. Or where'd that double action go? Fuck! Well, that makes me mad. Lost the goddamn gun. Oh, double action revolver. I think they were involved in the process. I don't know how much of it they actually were involved with it. I know certain people were involved, and that's why I decided not to. So, Mr. Bacon, how you doing? How did your little experiment go?
Easy there.
Yeah. Holy fuck, what? I can never tell with bacon if it's a good or a bad. Oh yeah, because they are
What
like.
the devil are you looking at?
You, sir.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I'm ruined. Ruined!
Yeah.
How so?
It's a disaster.
9 a.m. You're doing it? Okay.
Who wants to see a woman wrangle wild animals who doesn't have any
I see this
bloody
says
wild
and
animals?
reinvigorated your
America, they said.
fervor.
Come to the land of opportunity,
streaming.
they said. Sod you, Daddy, I said. I'm going to America to make it on the stage. I didn't want to be in the army. Ooh, now look at me. The old git will have a field day.
I didn't really understand any of that.
I had an act.
I'd rather have more info and not need it than need it and not have it,
Animal
though.
wrangler. Watch her tame wild
Because it
beasts.
is
And you were the
10 years
Of
behind.
course I was the bloody woman.
They're running on technology that
It's the
was
stage.
top of the
Voice
line, state of the art in
tears. No one
2013.
wants to see a man
They're
wrangling
9
wild
years
animals,
behind, 8
and
years
no one
behind.
wants to see a woman wrangling nothing. Can I borrow your gun? I want to shoot myself. You see, I'm buggered.
What the fuck is this guy saying?
My animals, they escaped, and now I'm buggered.
What escaped?
Buggered means
Priceless Ranjaniki tiger from the
things
slopes of the Hindu Heights.
in
A
British
fantastic,
speak.
elusive zebra from the plains of Ongo Bongo by the shores of the Limpopo. And a magnificent lion from the grasslands of Tanganyika.
Yeah, I see your problem. They're pretty hard
Auto
to come
playlist?
by
What's
around
that?
here.
Listen, friend, help a fellow out, would you? I'm beyond desperate. If you see any of them, will you bring them back here?
Oh,
If I
with
see
with
a
your
tiger
stream?
or a lion or a zebra just roaming around.
Exactly. If well, I
Yeah, you
believe the
stream
zebras are
Minecraft.
on its sod.
You had a lot of people pop in?
Distinct creature he is. I'll make it worth your while.
All right, madam.
It's bloody
Oh, it
Margaret,
auto
not
filed
Madam.
it under a Minecraft playlist. Got you.
Margaret, mistress of fucking danger.
Yeah, it's like literally no heads up, right? You just kind of did it and people showed up. Oh yeah, here we go. Margaret, the fucking whatever. Twittering Gilded, I got you. How is Gilded working for you, bud? I really wanted Gilded to be a fucking thing. Like, I really did. It's just nobody came over. It kind of made it just like it's a better product, but no one's using it. It made more sense for me when I was an Overwatch player, because it had a lot of tools in place for scrims. It's just everybody that I play games with doesn't use it, so I still need to run Discord to do voice comms and all that shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
if people won't use it because people won't use it. It's true. Why bother? No one uses it. It's like, that's how 90% of things start. Zebra was last spotted in this area. Ooh. Got to wrangle the zebra. There you are, you son of a bitch. How does one wrangle a zebra? Study it.
What they done to you?
That's not a zebra, that's a mule.
Easy, easy. Easy.
Calm down, little muley man. Don't knock me over. Don't knock me over.
Easy there. Whoa there. Easy.
Oh.
Hey, easy now. Easy. It's okay.
I can't use it, okay.
Easy there. Easy.
Okay, let's go.
Whoa, easy. Easy, easy. Easy. Get easy.
Jimmy, you still look like yours. It's not bad and watchable, but there's always a pixelation, etc. Now follow me. Okay, let's go. Maybe I should put the fucking GPS thing back on because I'm doing main story stuff. General? No. Not controls. Maybe it's controls. I don't know. Yeah, control. Tap assist. No, 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 no. Third person. No, 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 no. Where's the map stuff? No, 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 no. Where's the map stuff? I guess it's not here. Not controls. Display. Yes, this is where it would be. On. There we go. Spent my budget in a 140. That's what I have right now. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. Hey, there's zebra. All right, why am I going like that? Because the thing said to? Fuck it. We just go straight to the source. I have an ASUS something with something and numbers and letters. Got an ASUS curved and an ASUS not curved. Yeah, 4 screens to me is overkill. I don't need 4 screens. You run servers and shit. You have need for 4 screens. I don't. 1 screen for one PC, 1 screen for the other PC. That's it. Let's go, Zebs. Me and my zebra, I mean my mule. Just me and my mule. Margaret the mule. Oh, I done killed something. 1 screen for chat, 1 for game, 1 for Discord Gilded, 1 for Spotify. That is fucking overkill, if I may say so. Hey guy, I brought you your mule.
You found him, our zebra.
Well, you can call him that. Although he's as much a zebra as you are a lady animal wrangler.
Oh dear, you're missing the point, aren't you? It's an illusion, a trick of the eye to bamboozle the senses, confound comprehension.
Hoodwink your audience?
Hoodwink? Our audiences? Dear boy, don't be so dreadfully literal. No one will pay for the truth. They only pay for deception. The allure of the stage, dreams and reality. What is the greater conjuring trick? Lassoing some poor beast on the plains of mumbo-jumbo land and shipping it here so it can dance the polka? Or turning there, in the glare of those arc lamps. Something mundane into something extraordinary. It's the difference between prose and poetry. It's alchemy. We're selling dreams, dear
He's even
boy.
Adele with a
Well, as long
mean gamut.
As long as you don't pay me with tickets to your show.
Yes. Well, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
And speaking of my payment,
Of course. I shall make it worth your while. But, first, we shall need the whole menagerie back before we can think about that. My assistant's gone for the tiger.
Tiger?
Yes. And taken our remaining lion in case it could lend a paw. They're down there on Caliga Way. Please.
That seems like another task for me.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Side quests on side quests on side quests. Let's go. Hefe, let's go. Time to get a lion or something. Wow, that's really far away. So Skyrim, basically. But less features. Or bugs, as, you know, common folk call them. A lot less features in this game.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the autopilot. This thing, cruise control, it's so good. Wait a minute. Why do I have 11 subs now? Did somebody sub and it didn't kick off? I am very sorry for that. Is that what you were talking about, Sticker? Now that you can... What?
Yeah.
Oh, it was you with your Prime. It didn't show. Oh, okay. I'm like, I'm sorry whoever did the thing. If the alert didn't pop up, apologies. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sticker. Delicious Prime token. That's the other thing, too. Twitch partners basically have, I believe they have to sell the Prime platform. I mean, if you're a watcher of Twitch streams, Prime is good for that. Because you basically, what is it, $120?
Yep.
Or something like that. It's $120 nowadays.
Hey, mister.
Oh.
So what? $5 a month is $60 for the year. Then you also get Prime Video and other stuff. So like, it does pay for itself if you use it. Especially if you use it. I haven't used my Twitch Prime token on anybody in like months. Fuck. But I also use Prime Video, grocery delivery,
From Valentine,
the shipping. I get it out of it.
kind of dog than a lion, but in a certain
I have no
light,
idea.
could never tell.
I've never seen the inside of a Twitch contract. So,
Which way to
or a
go?
partner contract, I
Into
should
them
say.
shrubs over there.
Okay. Why don't you hop up on the wagon and I'll see if I can find his track.
Okay.
Let's go try to find this animal.
That first set of shrubs. That's where I lost sight of it.
I got it.
I sees it. It's right here. It's red though. Red usually means dead.
Got the trail. These are paw prints.
Let me bring the wagon along.
You paint this dog? Pigment here. What's this?
Also books. Oh. This lion's dead.
Found your dog. Ex-dog.
Dog.
Hey, boy. Oh, where's the rest of them?
I think a cougar took him.
That'd be
Where's the
striking.
rest of him?
And I always thought they got along.
Your tiger is a wild cat?
Uh-huh.
What else? You still need it back?
Oh, yes, sir. She's our star attraction.
Well, let's hope it wants the other half of its dinner.
The other half?
Live streams?
Really?
I'm gonna put them in your wagon.
What are you talking about?
Find somewhere to hide.
Oh. Well, behind that log then.
Okay. Grub's up. Stay down.
That's news to me.
Won't be too far away.
Come quick. I went out to find a tiger.
Cougar, you mean?
And I end up losing a lion.
Yeah, dog.
Ain't having any luck.
Wait a minute. So
Well, if that's what...
Amazon has Twitch, but they launched their own streaming service.
Cougars.
What's the reason, Bacon? This is like news to me.
It's what you make of it.
Well, that's very wise of you. Especially when you're lacking zebras and tigers. Hey, keep your head down. It's coming.
Look, I really don't think she'll eat the dog. Like I said, they was friends.
Shut it.
Ah, paid product placement.
Oh, I guess she's real hungry.
She's feral. I'm locking her in.
Close the door.
Sorry, girl.
A hostile follow? What's that mean?
All right. Let's go.
We got her! Okay. Drive, will you? And I'll keep an eye on her.
Sure thing.
Let's get her back.
As an Amazon influencer, we give you the tools you need to select the best of Amazon's products and services. Easily recommend them to your followers and earn commissions on qualifying purchases. You can inspire customers to shop Amazon's millions of products by curating your personalized page on Amazon, where you can publish your live streams, shoppable photos, and videos. As a selected member of the program, you may also qualify to be featured across the Amazon site. Actually, make it easier than ever to engage with Amazon customers and monetize your content.
Mr. Margaret, she's still eating. I would have thought, since they was close and all.
Well, wild creatures turn on each other. Seeming friendly one minute, dinner the next. Viciousness comes easy. I mean, I should know. I've run with a few of them myself.
Oh, the Haas accounts.
No, not really. Hey,
There was one in my chat earlier. I banned it.
Properly introduced myself.
Sally Nash.
Arthur Morgan.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Tell
Funny
me,
though, like
Miss
when I
Nash,
clicked on it.
how you end up in this racket?
I guess it's always been my inclination, you know? Wild beasts and the like. I met Mr.
Yeah, forget my IS, forget my, what do you call it? My IP.
In this field, he's the ace of spades.
He's a card, all right.
It's my modest hope, one day, to be the world's second bravest woman.
I don't ever follow people back who follow me. I think that was their whole hope, was like, if I follow them, they'll follow me back, because they're small streamers and that's what they do. It's like, no.
Depends on how many more fellers throw their hat in the ring.
Maybe like in the beginning. I remember getting 100 followers was such a huge achievement. So many of them were hollow and empty.
We lost the main road around here when the dust was up. Be careful or you might get wrecked too.
Okay. You know the only thing to do in a dust storm is wait it out?
Mr. Margaret's a lot of things, but best female navigator ain't one of them.
I imagine you're right about that.
We was tearing around here, looking for any kind of landmark when over we go. Whole caravan toppled. Found each other and some shelter, but when the wind died down, the animal was gone.
But now they're back. Some of them, at least.
Thanks to you.
Is it a legit tiger, or did they just paint a mountain lion?
I just helped you along.
If you ever want to get in the sideshow business, I'm sure there'd be a place for a fellow like you.
I'll leave the professional theatrics to better women than me.
Yeah.
There it is, the
if you wanted to.
Mr. Margaret!
Aha! I see you found each other.
Sure did, Mr. Margaret.
Jolly good, jolly good.
You know, tarring and feathering a donkey is one thing.
I beg your pardon? It's grease paint, makeup.
But playing dolls dressed up with a wild animal, you're gonna want to be a lot more careful.
Strappy ate King, Mr. Margaret. I saw her do it.
I always thought they got along.
Oh, she liked him just fine. She licked her chops and asked for seconds. Hey, speaking of which, you got any more word on that
Runaway lion?
Or are you gonna pay me for these misfits?
Look, I'm well aware that we're not Royal Command performance material. Daddy, you were right, goddamn you! But a cowbon in Rhodes...
Daddy, you were right, goddamn you!
Got any word on the lion?
Yes, I've got word on the lion. Shit is the word. Someone saw him near Emerald Ranch. As you know, we're lately very short on lions. So, I'd be very grateful. All kinds of grateful.
There's only one kind of grateful I care about.
You know that Twitch chat is written in Go, the Google language?
Be a dear and fix me a gin.
Huh. It's also just basically IRC, right? Well, the fence is time sensitive. It used to be? Oh, okay. What is this man's?
Hey, wait a second.
State your business. I don't have time to waste.
Money, tough guy.
I tried being nice about it, but then he went and been an asshole. That's the road I need to be on, I think. Yeah. Try connecting via IRC now and chat will make 0 sense. Okay. Remember that, like, from the early days I was making, like, chat bots, like, not like a bot, but, like, making my own moderation bot back on early Twitch, and then a little bit with Mixer. And it was basically the same thing. I remember how open Beam was with all their stuff. Like, yeah, just use this stuff here as an outlier, like an outline of how to code things. It's like, okay, cool. But now, I don't know. Coding in general just. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm wanted in these parts, aren't I?
What's the ruckus, boys?
Get back! We got a cursed creature in here.
Oh, yeah?
It's as big as a mule and as mean as a hellcat.
It looks like a lion to me.
That's a dog in there.
Dog?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Something tells me it's not a dog.
Step aside.
What?
I said step aside.
Something tells me it's an actual lion. I'm gonna get fucked right now.
It looked like no dog.
Come here, boy. Let's go.
That's not dog poop. Yep, that is definitely
Look what you've done! Look what you've done!
Son of a bitch.
oh boy. Ash slinging flash. Oh god, fuck! It is a lion.
Easy, boy. Easy. Shit!
And Arthur dies. I didn't know I had to shoot him. Retry checkpoint, please. Yeah. Only way. Bring catnip. I'll bring a shotgun this time. Or that's the checkpoint. Mission complete. Take my trophy.
Woo, he got it! He shot the thing! Is he dead? I pray that thing's a goner.
Lion's paw. Okay. That's interesting. Inform him of the lion's fate.
Whoever owned that beast's got some answering to do.
Can't skin you. Clip. Can't skin you. I can loot you though. I'm already wanted in this town. Doesn't fucking matter. Yoink.
Yep.
Let's go. You are down here some. No, not Grays. MA. That's it. There it is on YouTube starts today. All right. Catch you later, Bacon. Enjoy your television times.
Yeah.
I might not be too far behind. Some of the stuff was like, man, I really want to do this and this and this, but like, you know, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, am I really gonna just do that? Like I said, I was planning on doing GTA roleplay, but it turns out a lot of the people in that community who watch streams and support are Twitch loyal. So it's like the thing I was telling Zane, like, do you focus on the number or do you focus on being happy? I mean, I just want to do what I want to do and not have to worry about having to explain why I stream where I stream. You're on Twitch? Oh, isn't that the place where they have all those like that negative stuff going on right now? It's like, yeah, then why do you? Because there ain't no alternative, sirs and madams.
Odysseus returns. Sally, get the cages ready.
Yes, sir, Mr. Market, right away.
Man-eating lion. You didn't think that it might be useful for me to know that this time the animal was actually real, you moron?
Steady on. I clearly stated that we were looking
You
for...
haven't clearly stated anything in all the time I've known you. That could have been a goose for all I
A
knew.
goose will hardly get them to their feet for the curtain call. Bring on the king of the beasts, on the other hand, and they feel the roar. And they, well, look about as surprised as you do. What have you done with him, if you don't mind me asking?
I killed him. He's dead.
Bloody hell! This is Ramo.
I killed him. He's dead.
Now, pay me.
Yes, of course, of course. I have just the thing. And what a treasure it is!
You're a lucky man, sir. Very lucky man. From the mines of El Dorado, as green as the rainforest, as clear as the Amazon, and as dear as all the gold in the Andes. One man's labor is but a trifle compared to this jewel's true value. Wait! I shouldn't. What would Daddy say?
Your daddy ain't here, and we had a deal.
Yes.
What would Daddy say? I've got a character on a server. It's just...
Sally, get the wagons moving.
It's a little difficult
He's in the great
trying to,
hunting ground
like,
in the sky. Good day, sir, and thank you. But we really must
do things the right way, I assume? Or just in my head the right way.
So long, Mr. Morgan.
I just got...
When you see me, I'll be topping the bill.
I just got ripped off for all my time and effort.
Or at least I'll be on the bill.
Oh, was that a gold on this one here? I've got a character on Lineage. I've played it off stream for a couple hours and I've made some contacts. But like, I know certain things about the game, like the way that it plays and shit. But the way I want to do it is the right way and not like meta game. So obviously, like, I know how to crack registers. What's this? Grays? I don't know what Grays is. Oh, that was a thing. Sheriff Gray asked you in Dutch to go back and see him sometime, and that's the Grays. Oh, so now we're in Lemoyne. I get it. I get it. Oh, there's also Mr. What's his dick? Strauss. Yeah, I have a character. He's a reluctant criminal. The whole story of him is he comes from a family who has made their name in an underground racing circuit. When I filled out this form, I was trying to be like comical about it and everything, but I forgot to leave that. I forgot to put like that ferret racing thing in there because it's something I read online. And I just said underground racing circuit, so they were like, oh, he's a racer, street racer. So now that's canon in there.
Yep.
But I've logged on a couple times and I've tried to go legit, so to speak. Where are you, friendo? There we go. So yeah, I've tried like doing it the right way. I started out in like the shady part of town because I was trying to like get out from my family shadow. But the hard thing is like trying to just find people and not in a watching someone stream kind of way. It's rough. And then trying to interact properly. But I found one dude, seemed kind of cool. But I need someone to teach me the ropes on crime so my character knows it, so that I'm not just like watching other streams and jumping in with the knowledge of how to do it. That'd be pretty bad. Pretty bad, okay? Pretty bad. One of the things said something about a document. Read. I am writing to let you know our raids against the Jackhawkers in Lawrence, Kansas have been successful. There are many times since we set out on this campaign that I doubted there was a God who loved us, but today I have a glimmer of hope. That they call us the Lemoyne Raiders, Bushwhackers, and Border Ruffians does not diminish our fight for a free state and to be free from the incursions of the Northerners set on changing our way of life. I hope you will continue to work to recruit more young men in our cause here in Lemoyne. We'll ride through their ranks and smite down the oppressors. History is not over and shall be rewritten. It is always darkest before the dawn. Okay, I'm gonna murder you now? Because you're obviously a fucking racist.
Your men are... Oh, you ain't all that scared.
Wow, the double action revolver is pretty shitty.
Be locked up in that wagon.
Oh, you think you're better than me? You're a killer. All right. Glad to be out of there. Guess we about even.
Bitch. Just keep on moving on. That's right. FA, let's roll. I would love to do Red Dead roleplay. Like, the main server for that is so overcrowded, it's almost impossible to get on. I joined a server for a little bit, and the problem was that when they approved me, they also approved 250 people for a 64 slot server on top of the other people who were already approved. And then this past weekend they approved another 300 people, so that's 500 people for a 64 slot server. And it got so big to the point where, like, people get priority queues and all that stuff. So it's like, the only time I was ever able to log into the server was during Hurricane Henri on that Sunday night. It took me 6.5 hours to get in through the queue. And I feel like the only reason why I was able to get on was because the server was rebooting, because they reboot like every 8 hours. So I had waited 6.5 hours to queue, created my character in like less than 30 minutes, which is really difficult to do because of all the options they give you. And then as soon as I created him, I had to log off. And then once I went to go back to log on, and like, because I'm like, sweet, I got in. No, I was one of 100+ people, and my queue time was... I'm like, this is fucking dumb. I'm not gonna do this. So I silently just bowed out of that server. I'm like, yeah, I can't. I fucking can't. Most of them, I would have to queue up just after a server wipe during the day and hope that I would be able to get on during the night, but also their reset was during my stream. So I'm like, this is rough. It's fucking rough. So, I don't know, Lineage is also working on a Red Dead roleplay server, so hopefully it works out better.
Good. Hey, send one of them girls down when you get a chance, would you?
Shut up. Stay calm now.
Lead them. Right to this here hitching post. Stop.
Come on, pal.
Easier just to bring them. You stay there, horse. Wait, what? Horse station? Oh. Mr. Straussman. What is this here? Kieran, let's go fishing, bud.
Arthur.
You going fishing?
Game.
Yes.
We're running off to Colm O'Driscoll.
Of course not.
I was joking.
That's very funny. Yes, very, very funny. I saved your life, and now you torture me. Ho, ho.
Shut up.
Do you want to go fishing with me? I found an interesting spot. We'll do well.
I'm not a great fisherman.
But I am. I'll teach you something. We come?
Sure.
That was pretty quick.
Grab your horse and let's go.
I'm not a good fisherman. You want to come? Sure.
Come on now, boy.
Let's go, guy.
Okay, follow me. I know a great little fishing spot along the beach. Who'd have thought it? Wasn't that long ago I was tied to the back of your horse while begging for mercy. Now we're off fishing together.
How do you know I ain't just looking for a good place to drown you?
Because I saved your life, Arthur.
You keep saying that, but I save your life every day I don't kill you. So we are more than even on
That is a very valid point there, Mr. Arthur.
You better believe I mean it. Now, where's this spot?
Not much further.
I'm getting hungry now, though. I find when I eat healthy, I get hungry so often. Oh yeah, chat. What'd you guys do for today? I know you probably didn't do much, Sticker. You were in the hospital, you said, but anyone else?
Bass?
Sure.
Any grilling?
This
Deliciousness?
Perfect. Pick a spot.
Yoink, yoink, yoink. We're on a lake, so we're gonna lake lure it up.
Seeing lots of bluegill and bass over here. Bait with worms or crickets if you got them.
I just got cheese. You said bluegill, right?
Otherwise, maybe some bread or cheese. It's still a little close, ain't it, Arthur?
Bonk.
You getting many bites there, O'Driscoll?
I ain't an O'Driscoll. I told you fellers 100 times. I'd only been with him a couple of months. I was just a runner, helping out with the horses mainly. Bottom rung of the ladder.
And to think that was the high point of your career.
Comb goes through men like cigars. They ain't like you folks. Really knew my name. I'm more Kieran Vanderlyn than Kieran O'Driscoll at this point. Honest to God. Mostly I'm Kieran Duffy.
I hate to break it to you, but I ain't sure Kieran Vanderlyn is gonna stick.
I don't think so.
There you go.
It's a tiny fish.
Nice. Good catch.
Got me a little bluegill. Nice.
Now see if you can hook another.
Yeah, I think I can. They're all right here, fool.
So, you think Dutch trusts me now?
That's a good one.
What?
Not in the slightest, my friend.
I can't win. I promised loyalty, he says, but you wasn't loyal to Combe. If I say I ain't got no allegiance to nobody, he says, how do I know you won't turn on us then?
I don't know what you want to hear. I'm trying hard to feel sorry
very good
for
point.
you, but somehow I just can't manage to.
What in the world? Arthur, are you seeing this? The feller's naked as a jaybird.
Is that why you like this spot?
My lord.
Hey,
There's
what's
somebody
the
needs to go to
line?
confession.
They better not show me no wiener.
Sorry, fellas. Didn't see you there. Why don't you take a break? Come on in. The water's wonderful. You here for some fishing?
Why don't you get the hell out of here before we hook that maggot of yours and see what really bites?
Well, aren't you just perfect charmers? Good day to you then.
Yes, please leave.
Let's try our luck somewhere else. I know another spot where hopefully we won't be interrupted.
Sounds perfect for the drowning.
Very fun. Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait up! Let's go, boy.
Let's go. Yoink. We got me one bluegill. Gotta follow him. No. Oh. That looks like a big fish.
Did you see that amazing bluegill?
Sure.
Yeah.
That got you real excited, huh?
Come on, Arthur. Let's walk down to the beach.
Skirt, 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 skirt.
Hope we land this monster.
Uh-huh.
It ain't easy to catch a fish like that with bread and cheese, but you never know.
You never know. But first, I gotta like eat my own food here. Let's go with some canned salmon.
Guess we'll see.
No, not the light. This. Sklunky doinky doinky douche. You're coming with me, friend.
So who taught you how to fish?
My pappy, mostly. I lost my mammy and pappy when I was young to cholera.
Your mammy?
Like I said, I was real young. After that, I was on my own pretty much, but I knew horses and fishing.
Well, just think now you'll never be alone again.
Blorp. Just me fishing here. Fucked it up. Weird that I did that.
You got it. That has got to be the one, right?
It might be. Putting up one hell of a fight.
Doesn't seem to be it. It's not putting up that much of a fight, Arthur. Get back here, sir.
Not bad, but it ain't the one we saw jump out.
No, it ain't. This is just a bass. There it is.
See? Look at this. Life ain't so bad. At least you ain't tied to a tree.
I'm still a prisoner, Arthur. I can't step outside camp by myself for a second without being terrified of one of Combs' boys gonna come pick me up. When I'm in camp, I got Bill and Sadie whispering in my ear all the time. They're gonna kill me in my sleep. Like living in a nightmare.
Christ. If I'd known you were gonna moan this much, I'd have never said yes to this.
Come on.
Bet you got the big one there.
Not sure, but he feels big.
No, he's not that big. Let's go fishy face. No, that's not him. A regular.
No,
Splorp.
that's not it.
Come on, man.
I don't think we have much chance. We need better bait. You might want to see if the stores around here sell anything better. I think I'm gonna head back to camp, Arthur, if that's okay.
Sure. Go on, I'll see you later.
Watch now, I'll be like, yeah, now you caught the largemouth bass. The blue, whatever. I need these little guys right here. Holy shit, is that the big guy? That's the big guy. I seen him. No, it's not there. He's over there. Come on, Arthur, do it. Do it, you son bitch. I need, how many more bluegill? I think it was 2 more bluegill. Gotta rebait it, don't I? Yeah. Cheese for the bluegill. I know you're right there. Boom. One more, I think, right? A rock bass? Go fuck yourself. No, I want bait back on here. What are you doing? I gotta stand back further, yeah. I know you're there. Please be a bluegill. I think you are. Nice. One more of them. Okay, this might be the last one here. Come on, little. There we go. Nice. Got it. So that's the end of the survivalist one, I think, right? Or the naturalist? Boom. Survivalist. Keep it. All right. And 5 animals to camp or trapper. That'll be easy because does fish count as animals is the question. Why am I able to fish from up here? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, boy.
Let's go to camp. Drop off these fish. Yeah. Camp is just over there. Boom, ba da boom, 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 boom. Skirt. All right, go to Mr. Trapper Man's. Do I bring it to
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Shut your mouth, Reverend. Butcher Man's. That's what you is.
Bring me something soon if you can, Arthur. All right.
All them fish.
Thank you, Arthur.
That should have been 5. There you go.
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Kill 5 animals using a varmint rifle. All right, survivalist is going to be the easy one to do.
Woo, Arthur!
Chop the wood. Holy shit. What time is it? Wow, that time flew by quick. Choppity chop. Fuck you, Wood. Oh?
You okay, Arthur? You want to talk?
Okay.
Yes.
What's been going on with you?
I don't know. I've
What?
been acting kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. How so?
Therapy, huh?
I've been killing a lot. I mean, innocent folk. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's bad, Arthur. That's real bad.
I know. I just... Well... You know me.
You know me.
Sure. I know you. But then you go act all crazy.
But I've always been crazy.
No, you haven't.
Maybe Mike could put a spell on me.
And maybe you're just being a fool.
There's always that.
Yep. You're just an idiot, Arthur. Pick up the sacks. Pick up the sacks. Boom, 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 boom. It's so weird that this stuff gets you dead-eye, I think. Yeah, this stuff gives you dead-eye and good morality. Well, I don't know why I had such a hard time pronouncing that word. Morality. Yeah. Do 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 do. Put down the sack, man. All right. Next stop, last chores, I think, are the hay bales, and then that's it.
Do some goddamn work, will you? I've been working. Do some work, dearie. This isn't a holiday camp.
Wow.
Silly old thing.
Wow. That was a scene.
Hey, Arthur.
Next time we run an errand together, remind me to pack more bullets.
Come on, Arthur. Don't pretend that wasn't kind of fun.
It was a little fun. It wasn't the most fun I've ever had, but it was somewhat fun. Jimmy chom chom, jibby jaboo, pew. I'll bring one hay bale to these horses, then one to them over
Their
there.
boys were growling earlier. Y'all ride the hell out of them horses.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Hey, guy. Oh, that's the dude.
So, that night at the saloon in Valentine, were we really slapping each other in the face?
I have a vague memory
Lenny.
of that, yes.
Huh. Makes me wonder about the bits we don't remember.
Huh. I walked in on a couple engaging in coitus. And what are my funds at? $26. Wow, $26. Yeah. Bring one to these horses over here. I have stuff I could donate to the camp, I guess. I think I have to get 360. The boat thing? I've never had the boat thing before here, but... How do horses get sustenance on hay? Alright, that's it for the chores. Dollar box, dollar box. Where is the dollar box? Do 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 do
Mr.
do.
Morgan, I feel I made a bit of a fool of myself again.
We've all done it.
And you saved my life again.
Well, Maybe one day you'll save mine. Or my soul. Yeah, I'd like that.
Don't make fun of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, it wasn't a complete waste of time. I stole this from one of those awful men. You should have it.
Okay.
Thank you, but you were blind drunk.
I was drunk, but I never forget my manners. Be well, Mr. Morgan.
You're a weird drunk. Now leave me be so I can contribute it to the camp. Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Are you gonna serve that pig swill, Pearson?
I wonder if this is that thing that the guy gave me for picking up his animals. Tribute. Items. Gold nugget. Yeah. Well, there's the gem. We're gonna be worth like $3. And how long it takes to donate these things. 50 bucks. We're on a decent way there. Items. 50 bucks. $300. All right, that's a decent amount of change. Now we go to the ledger. No, the ledger. The ledger. Fucker. Let me buy that boat upgrade. Purchased a boat for the camp. It's a canoe. This camp is going to be the most fanciest camp that ever camped. God damn it. I almost pushed the wrong button. Next page. Let's see. I need some. Nope. Nope. Yep. All right. I do believe we're done here. I'm gonna go to bed, and then we'll start this up again tomorrow. Continue the adventures of the tale of Arthur Morgan. You guys have a good one. Appreciate your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.